trying to watch him keep a straight face while people yell nonsense at him.
They eat donuts on the stream very frequently.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, sorry. Hi, everyone. Really, really good food. To kick it off, it's another week of Mournful Shores. We're glad you can join us. We're going to do a quick go around the table, reintroduce everybody, and kick this off. Starting with Xavier.
Yeah, I'm Rick. I'm playing Xavier. He's a druid cleric. I missed the last session, so don't have much of a recap.
What do you remember from last time you were here?
We're going to escort or keep an eye on the ward's daughter.
Sounds good.
So that's we went to a fancy dinner. So
No, this
and we
is,
were going to wait and do this.
You're fine.
Yeah. So that's what I remember we were about to do.
I am Kenneth. I play Cranthor, the Zealot Barbarian, Zealot of Rumblefic, the Nature God. And last time we escorted Celia around the city, trying to hopefully draw out her brother. Maybe didn't do that. Did draw some attention though, which was narrowly averted. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Edda.
Hey, I'm Sierra. I'm playing Edda. She's a Rune Knight fighter, human. Yeah, we escorted Celia around town. She's a little shit and tried to go to places she wasn't supposed to, but that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Cassian gave me a parasol with a blade in it, so that's metal as hell. I'm just gonna reaffirm that this town is fucking weird. You know.
Accurate.
There's a guy on a soapbox yelling about sea monsters that make men go mad and throw up seawater, and he believed it. But, yeah. Cass scared off our fight, and we went back. Garzal's pretty cool, though. Like him.
Shit, don't like him.
Sorry.
I'm Drake. I play Cassian Volkov. He is a assassin rogue and also a 1 level in Psionic, which is our homebrew class. Let's see. Last time actually, I went on my little night escapade and figured out some shit, which I still need to talk to the group about that I found a baby in a fucking basket thing floating out to the middle of the lake, which was pretty fucked up.
Moses.
Not Moses!
I don't know if anyone is going to find him. So there was that. Realized that Madame Gilma also has potentially either some ties or otherwise to the Mason Shadow. She had an indicator on her particular shop that said, "Danger," and also "Don't rob this place." So, still need to share that with the group too. We escorted Celia. I kind of did Overwatch and checked to make sure that no one was really following us, or if they were, getting an idea of who they were and all that fun stuff. And scared off a group of 12 guys that said they were going to pay their respects to her. And they had weapons on them. I didn't like that, so I said, "Get the fuck out of here," and they did. So, anyway. I think that's my recap.
Hello, I'm Runwin the Boar.
Oh, God.
Fuck is that?
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to quit. I'll see you next week. Bye.
I don't think anyone has been canceled for mocking Australians. I think we're in the clear.
Is that what it was?
Was that Australia?
I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure
It was
that
like
was
Australian
some
Cockney.
Cockney,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little
I think you
bug.
just made fun of Australia, but
My statement still stands.
It was just bad.
it was just
Bad.
Australia, the only place with spiders with venom that can kill you.
Not true. Not true.
No.
True.
Oh, I thought the funnel web spider. Couldn't it?
Well, we have those.
I mean, they had like a...
Recap.
Yeah, sorry, tangent. Weird tangent.
I play Runwin the Boar, who sounds totally different from what I said earlier. She is a warlock with the subclass Lurker in the Deep, which is still UA. So we needed to. I've got that my servant let me know that Cass was out. That's it. We need to talk about to the Lord and give him our answer, which was yes. We are going to help him find his eldest, and we will get paid some amount of money. I forgot to write it down.
I actually don't think you ever brought it up.
I thought you said 3,000 apiece.
That was the base contract. So.
Yeah, that's the base contract. Yeah, so that's probably it. So Celia, we're gonna use Celia to the elder brother. However, we did hear on our way in to see the Lord. I don't care what grievances their grievances are. They will fill their quotas or they will starve. Yay. This does not bode well for the mines. Old Town, Drowned Halls, Nettle Fringe, and the lake are all off limits for Celia, and he had hand-picked men with Lieutenant Garzow. But basically, we let Celia know that she is indeed bait, but hey, she'd get something out of it, because she got to go out. Apparently she hadn't been out in many months. Ever since her brother did leave, and they had been going out even less frequently since their mother died, so, you know. Celia wants to be visited, and oh wait, before that, when we arrive in town, we encounter a crowd around the Vosh priest and a thief. Called a local thief tried to steal from Father Rot. Or is it supposed to be Ruant?
Rot.
Ront? Okay. The amulet was worth maybe only a few gold coins. It feels a little weird. And it was like right on him. It would be noticeable to like steal. I don't know what the story is. But anyways, we made a fairly alright impression on Father Ront. He was excited to see Celia. Celia chooses to visit an apothecary first, and she buys a polymorph potion and a potion of water breathing, and then we promptly gave those things to Lieutenant Garzow. Without us knowing, she bought something else, but it happens. And nothing happened, so it really wasn't a big deal. At the docks, a man speaks on a box about a watery aberration with tentacles, just like Sierra said. Yikes. Anyways, his ship was named the Cervantes Plow. The most touched children can happen to anyone, including nobles. Celia convinces us to go to the port house, which is a docked boat in the Admiral District. Captain District?
Captain District. Yeah.
Sorry, in the Captain District. That little shit. She's not supposed to go there, but we did it anyways. Went there, got a port. She might have tried to poison Edda's drink or use a love potion apparently on Edda's drink. But she's a badass, so it wasn't a big deal. Cass says there's movement, we need to move. Cassian scares off whatever it was. We then force along our group back to the estate, and I think you forgot something.
Oh, that I interrogated someone?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely did that. I got an interesting offer too.
Great. That's it. Da 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 da.
And we'll pick up from there. The party is arriving back at Lord Jemson's estate, Celia in tow and the guards. Of course, they don't stop you. As they come in, a couple of attendees immediately approach Celia and start dusting her off and stuff, shoos them away. And she says, I believe we can all agree to leave the ship out of your report to my father.
What ship?
Thank you. And then she just kind of starts power walking ahead.
Bronwyn, sleight of hands, a finger towards the capricious child.
She's got spunk.
She parts company. Garzow and all of the individuals in heavy armor are struggling to try to get to her, but she's just outspeeding them. But she's going toward the mansion.
Clank.
Yeah, she's just kind of almost as though she's walking on air. She's just very graceful, and the rest of them just trying to keep up.
Awesome. Do we want to see them back to the mansion, or do we want to do something else now that we're free?
Do we not have to report or something?
Oh, Yes, Cassian.
I am back, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're,
Cool.
Yeah, you were only shortly behind us.
That's all I wanted to make sure, so.
I mean, yes, eventually we have to. Right this second? No.
I mean, we might as well do it, right?
Alright. We'll go back to the mansion.
All right. As you approach, you are let through the front door, and waiting for you on the other side is Garzal. He kind of, So is everyone ready? All have the same story
For
for the trip, non-eventful.
We went to none of the bad places. We all stayed together the whole time, and we're all back in one piece.
and nothing happened.
And nothing happened.
Came back early because we, with an abundance of caution, and now we're here.
Sounds good. Then he claps, and the guards who are normally stationed on the side of the doors come out from a room nearby and resume their posts. And then he kind of motions for you to come with him, and you begin down the hall toward the main seating area where the Lord conducts his affairs for the day.
Cool. When we do see him, then we give him an account of what we think, unless someone would like to give him a different account.
No, I'm assuming Garzao took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
We're just nodding.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, yeah, Garzel will give his report of what happened, which is went to the market, visited some local shops, did some sightseeing in more calm areas of town, and then once after lunch returned. Fairly uneventful. Lord Jemison does kind of peer out from him. And as he leans forward in his chair, he goes, does anybody else have something to add to that?
I look across my group, and I go, and I'm like shaking my head, like, no, right? No.
No? Pretty uneventful day, all told.
Not at all.
I see. Well, I'm glad you got her back safely.
Of course.
I hope she enjoyed the trip.
I think she did.
I believe she did, yes.
Girl's got spirit.
Did you learn anything of my eldest son's whereabouts?
Not as of yet.
I see.
But that does not mean that we will not renew our efforts now that we can go to these other areas. People have seen us with Celia. Perhaps now they'll reach out to us.
Of course. If you find anything, please let me know immediately.
Of course.
Now, if you will, I have other matters to attend to.
Yeah, Crantor is probably the first
Now
out
we
the
go.
door.
As you clear the doors, you're about halfway down the hall, and Garzal kind of behind you. I think you bought it.
It really was very not exciting.
Sure. And he kind of hooks a left away from you as he goes toward some other part of the keep.
You know, guys, I'm glad he thought that was an exciting trip. I'm glad he thought that was exciting.
Yeah, what? What is happening?
Because it means he hasn't done the shit we've been doing last month.
This is fair. Yeah, those knolls really did break me.
No.
Where to?
What time of day is it?
It's just after noon.
No.
Well, you all know I went on my little night trip, right?
Yeah, we waited for about 2 hours for you to wake up, so.
Sorry about that. Yeah. I do think we should talk about a couple things.
Of course.
Sure.
Would you like to talk about it in your home? We can talk about it here.
I would definitely prefer somewhere with
Let's pick a house, any house.
closed doors. And less prying eyes, hopefully.
Yeah, probably not, but
Yeah. We follow Cass back to his house.
Yep. Yeah, he'd lead him back there, and then shut and lock the door, as usual. So, remember how last night I got a little distracted with. I said there were ships or something moving out towards the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
There were fucking babies in that.
Wait, what?
There were babies in that.
Actually,
I'm sorry. Babies in
Li-
tiny, like the tiny ones you hold and go like this to.
Yes, like they were the Vosh touch, but they were fucking in the box. Just
And they just floated them out to the center of the lake where people are said not to have returned from.
yes.
This is.
I hate this town.
I thought they told us they did that, and the
They did.
strong ones
I
come back.
do recall hearing that.
They did, but
I guess it's
See-
different to see it, though.
Seeing
Right.
it, yes.
I hate this town.
Alright. Hot take. It's not that I've just been thinking about this. This isn't. It's just, if we really wanted to find the Lord, not the Lord, the Lord's son, is that that's what we want? Or do we want to, complete the job? What's the idea here?
We want to find him first.
We want to find him. Well, it'd be really easy to find him if we, killed the Lord.
As tempting as that is.
I mean, he would just appear because his father would be dead, and then he would
Unless
have to
somebody
go
really did take him.
probably not. I mean,
We-
you've seen his sister.
Should be sure, I think.
Run one. I don't want to kill anyone.
All right, just an option.
I do not like him, but I do not wish him death.
Just really didn't seem to like the town, so it's like, well, maybe
Oh, I
we
don't.
should be. We'll
I'm not going to
Just-
kill the town because I don't like the town.
start over from embers, right?
No.
But if we
Alright.
help his son in the right way, his son might be able to help the town, from what I've heard.
This is
Right.
my line of thinking as well.
So,
Well, we've got a few places we can start poking around at, right?
Right.
We can ask questions at the mines. We can ask questions at this Madame Gelmas.
Part 2 of evening after.
two.
Yes, after seeing babies being floated out to the middle of the goddamn lake.
Didn't think that was enough.
No. I went to Madame Gelma's and just scouted the place out. There's Mason's shadow markings on there. One was danger, and the other was don't rob. So.
What does the danger mean?
Do I get a sense anything more than that it was danger, or
The only thing you would know that's kind of universal with that, if it's being used by any of the guilds, is that an individual or place that it's ascribed to is something where it's basically telling members don't play games with these
Okay.
people.
generally when it says danger, don't fuck around with that person.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a certain people can't go here because you will be marked and hunted down if you do. It's a don't fuck with you sign.
More or less, yes.
All right, that makes more sense.
But those were the two emblems that I picked up there. So, also visited Chazot's place just to figure out maybe if he might have some connections, considering he had connections to get illicit substances. Maybe he knew someone in the Mason's Shadow. If we believe that the Mason's Shadow is someone that, or an organization that took young Mr. Jimson.
Who is the Mason Shadow?
Right, Mason's Shadow. They are a big group for smuggling and things along that line. An underground organization. Not the worst, not the best either.
Do they deal in slaves?
They do, correct?
Rarely.
On
Do
occasion.
they kidnap people for money?
If paid enough, but generally they will pass that off to someone else if they can.
Their business is more in things than people, if I remember correctly, right?
Generally speaking, but again, you pay them enough.
Yeah, I mean, you pay anybody enough, but...
Right. Yeah. And Jimson's thrown around all sorts of money. Clearly.
So you think they may have taken his son?
Possibly.
I'd be curious to know what the Mason Shadow's relationship with the town is as a whole.
Right.
Because the Iron Hall had their mark, Madame Gilmas had their mark.
Right.
I
Well,
we don't-
Your armor, I I believe is.
My armor's got their mark.
We should probably.
Let's not say that out loud. If
scratch-
anybody asks if Edda's armor has the mark, we say no. Edda's armor's just real pretty.
No, I
Don't.
thought that was just on the shop. I didn't realize it was on the arm.
No, it's
No,
on
it
the
is.
armor.
Oh.
We
It's
could
discreet.
file.
That's why there's a
that
tunic on
off.
top of the armor.
Yes, yeah, it's very discreet.
Yes, I see.
If this is something we want to look into, obviously that's a group I've interacted with to some degree.
I bet even if they don't kidnap people, if people come to them and are like, hey, we need someone kidnapped, we don't do it, but I can refer to you.
Yeah.
So they might know who would be more in the market to do that.
So, Madame Gelmas?
Well, I think it's definitely a good place to start.
And if she is unwilling to cooperate, then maybe we can go the Iron Hole.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
she'll love seeing me.
Why you specifically?
I'm very good at helping the needy.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
No, that's true.
You're a
Sure.
very kind person.
I will insight check it though. Alright, it's not bad. It's like a dirty 20. Maybe. No, it's not. It's a 17.
I'm the best.
Okay.
It's just the best.
Alright, never mind. Sorry, I tried to peek into your backstory. Alright.
Sometimes run when people are just genuinely good people.
No, they're not.
They are.
It's not a thing.
Oh boy. All right, Madame Gilmas it is then.
I think it's definitely a good lead. It's one of the places that he was last.
Either there or the mines. I
Hither or thither.
Do you pass the mines on your way back to town, or is it all sort of?
The mines are way out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I thought.
Do we know about how long of travel that would be if we wanted to go to the mines?
You know that if you were to take a wagon going straight there, you could get there about a day.
Oh, okay.
Big trip.
Let's see what we can do today, and then maybe tomorrow go to the mines.
Yeah,
Indeed.
sounds good.
Oh, last thing. Sorry, we definitely had a tail at the end, by the way. Following us back to Jimson's, they kind of stopped a ways back. Yeah, sorry, that just clicked. Might have interrogated him a little bit, and that guy mentioned that he was watching them for the town, and he mentioned the Old Faith. Does that ring a bell for anybody?
The oldest faith is Rumblefick.
Is it?
I do believe so.
Cranthor believes so.
I have no doubt, Grant. So.
Yeah, is it now? Really? I had no idea.
If anyone rolls to insight that, you don't need to do anything.
I'm not
He
rolling.
believes it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Both my folks grew up on the north side of the lake. Do they know? Would they have talked about anything like an older faith that would have existed in and around the mountains and the lake and stuff?
Yes. So you have heard at least folk stories
Okay.
about the cataclysm that kind of sundered a lot of the gods' influence in the world
Okay.
when they shattered the moon.
Okay.
And the faiths back prior to that
Right.
are said to have been, first off, kind of these all-powerful organizations where not only did like the gods hold sway, but they had like different individual, like basically like lieutenants that were also worshipped.
Okay.
And there were a number of people who also worshipped the things from beyond. When the moon was shattered, were also kind of shunted out.
All right.
Well, most of them anyway. It stopped them from continuing to come in.
So
Okay.
which one is the old faith?
No one really knows which is older,
Okay.
but it is something where there were the gods as they are now were not necessarily worshipped in the same way, and there
Oh.
were more things that were worshipped as gods back then.
Okay.
Like objects or
Other
Other-
beings
okay.
than the current ones that are acknowledged.
Interesting.
I mean, the world's older than the moon shatter.
Of course.
There's plenty of things that existed before then.
But to have existed this long.
I mean, things. If living things are good at anything, it's persevering.
But
And if you're old enough and angry enough, then
It's true.
But this is mostly a town of humans to have persisted and an idea to have persisted and lived this long is impressive.
My dad's a human, and he's 390 years old.
The father's not a human.
He's a human.
Oh wait, druid.
He's a druid.
Oh,
So people can live a long time.
what druids do.
how long ago is the cataclysm supposed to have happened?
It's around 400 years old at this point.
Oh yeah, these gods are young. These gods are so young.
Well, this new
Well,
version,
like
yeah.
Rumblethink and stuff, in theory, were also worshipped back then too.
Right. Right, but the order of the world right now is very young.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
in the grand scheme of things.
Okay. Then I don't know. Maybe there's an elder who has been around a while.
I mean, don't discount the power of just people passing stories on. Those hold up a long, long time. Especially if you live in a place as secluded as this.
Right.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't know. Could explain partially why they got so many backwards ways of doing things here, but
Right. I just, again, wasn't sure when he mentioned he's part of the old faith if that was.
I mean, it's possible.
It's a clue. It's something we could look into.
Big weird lake, big set of mountains, this far
Right.
outside where most major cities are. I mean, it's possible.
Also, definitely offered a deal that if we wanted to take to go talk to one of the captains potentially and get paid to basically turn a blind eye.
Turn a blind eye to what?
Leave Jimson alone. Let him figure out his own shit.
Well, that makes
Don't find his son.
Yep.
That seems
Essentially.
mighty
Just let things be.
suspicious.
Does that make you think that they're the ones that took his son?
Potentially. That the captains had something to do with it. I mean, we know some of them Jimson has in his pocket. It sounds like the other one are the Gundersons. And Jimson and Gunderson don't like each other.
They don't.
Mm-mm.
My understanding is no.
Yeah, Jemson's got half the captains in his pocket. The Gundersons have the other half in their pocket.
Oh, that's right. Alright.
Seems like a good place to start, anyways.
Yes. Two Gelmas.
Speaking of Gelma, I think is the first one.
Thinking back, have I seen Jimson eat fish?
Yeah, that's a meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know how much he hated this.
We need to find a gift shop. See if they've got Gunderson Cannery t-shirts. And just come back with those on.
We just say, nah, we're gonna go work for them now.
We got a better offer.
He would for sure send assassins.
So we had to Gelmas.
All right. You're able to get there pretty quickly.
Excuse me.
The town is much less vibrant than it was during the festival, so most people at this point in the day, they're still doing their work. The streets of the market, a few vendors line the way, but as you're kind of passing through and back toward Old Town, you might see a dozen faces on your way there. As you make your way to the front of Madame Gelma's poorhouse, there are several individuals kind of flitting in and out of the door. Some of them holding packages, some not. And there are two individuals that are kind of standing nearby-ish. They don't seem to be guards or anything, they're just kind of around. One of them looks up at you a little bit, then kind of goes back to inspecting his nails.
After you, Xavier.
Alright, so what exactly are we going to ask her about? Do you want me to be like, hey, have you seen this Jimson's son?
I mean, that's a starting point.
Sure. Don't look at me. I don't know.
Well, I thought you were just saying no.
Don't worry, I got this.
I figured it wasn't going to
He'll
matter what
start
a police
walking.
said.
Ranthor
I'm
goes in
impressed that he
behind
even
her.
asked. You know, Cranthorne next, and then I'll follow up with Cranthor and we'll see how this goes. This will be great.
Really quick, do we see the thief in this area? The one that...
No,
Okay.
no,
He's in stocks.
Well, I wasn't sure if the stocks were over this way too.
Oh.
no, they're elsewhere.
Maybe start off by asking if people have been going missing. Just in general.
Have other people been going missing?
Maybe. I don't know. We're asking.
He comes here a lot, right?
We do know that there was a...
We don't know if he looks like himself when he comes here, though.
From what I've heard about her, she'll probably know it was him.
But will she tell us?
I can be very persuasive.
I think we ask questions.
Yeah, I want to ask her if she's seen Jimson's son.
All right.
Do it.
We have your back.
Thank you.
All right, so there's these two massive oak doors before you. One of them kind of parted open for the person, one of the individuals who just left. Do you make your way inside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so swinging it open takes a bit of effort, but it's no check needed. And you go into this big square lobby where the floor actually descends a bit. You go down a few steps and you find yourself in this torchlit room that has a kind of desk at the center that's like it's been crafted out of the floor. And it resembles the bottom of a rowboat, curved up and then flat. And then at the top, an individual sits before you. It appears to be a half-elf who kind of stops a chat he was having with somebody else, a human in somewhat peasantish clothes, going off into a door to the right. Is there something I can do to help you?
I'll respond in Elvish. Yeah, me and my friends were here to see Madame Gilma.
He looks at you quizzically and then replies in Elven. I haven't heard that tongue in a long time.
Not a lot of people around here speak your language.
Common or Elf?
Elf.
No,
It's a shame. It's a beautiful language.
I agree. What is your business with Madame Gilma?
Well, I personally wanted to stop in and see if you guys needed any help with the people you're taking in. Like any towns I come into, I like to stop in and see.
Oh, you want to volunteer?
Yeah, I'm a cleric of Vitalic. I'll show my shield.
Oh, excellent. No, we could use a cleric, actually. You see him kind of looking at some book, like a ledger in front of him, and he's like flipping through it. And then he stops and, yes, we actually have the list of maladies, if you could help with these. And there's just a number of just like anything from like sprains, broken bones, gout. There's just this list of maladies on this paper that they've been tabulating. We've not had an able cleric volunteer here in a couple months now. It'd be very nice if you could lend your services.
I would be happy to if you think maybe my friends are looking for someone. They think he maybe frequents this establishment. Do you think if I help with your people, they could talk to Madame Gilma?
I am sure that if you could do that much good for us, she would be more than happy to meet you.
I will do what I can with this, and I'll take this list.
Oh, I'll take you to the infirmary.
Thank you.
The rest of you, do you need anything?
No, I can help you, though, if you want me to.
Sure.
None of you are here for food, supplies, anything like that?
No?
No.
Okay, excellent. There'll be another attendant out soon. We'll be right back, unless they're all coming.
I am useless.
Unfortunately, I'm not skilled in the ways of medicine.
Could they potentially talk to Madame Gilma while do you think you could arrange a meeting?
I don't know if she's available, but after we're done, I can look, see if I can find her.
Sure. You guys will be fine, I think.
Yes.
You look like you've probably broken lots of bones.
Haven't we
Yes.
all?
No.
You see him look at you kind of quizzically. Go,
Boy.
But then, finally, Bronwyn goes, "You've probably broken your own bones." Yes.
Mine
Yes.
and
Yes.
others.
Am I the only one?
Please he's using that tentacle, probably broken plenty of bones.
Only recently. That is new within like 2 months.
All right, so to the infirmary,
Yeah.
and everyone else in the lobby.
No, I'm going with him.
All right, 2 of you to the infirmary.
I think I'll go too. I have
Three.
half proficiency in medicine.
That might help.
You know, sometimes the best medicine is laughter.
I'll go, fine.
I will go and I will keep my hands to myself.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on everyone that I encounter.
Redwin, you would not believe how far a pretty smile will go for someone that's having a bad day.
I see. You know what? There is some truth in that. I will.
And you're
go
good at faking a
and
pretty
do so.
smile when you need to.
Touch anything.
Hang on. Let me give you my best.
Nice.
Yes. Anyways, prestidigitation. You. Prestidigitation. You.
All right, so you guys make your way
Yeah.
to the infirmary. As you're going by, you go through this big left door. So you came in through this. There's a door in all the cardinal directions of the room. Another massive oak one. The structure of this place is like it's built like a Scandinavian like grand hall type thing, where there's just entire
Nice.
logs that have been carved and set up, and stone bracing kind of keeps it all in place. As you go through that leftmost door, you come into this hallway where you hear the sound of it sounds like something rubbing across metal, and like a bunch of it. Something soft, I should say.
Okay.
And as you pass a door that's kind of cracked open, you see a room with just like 30 people with like washing tubs, and they're all just like scrubbing laundry
Oh,
on
okay.
washboards. As you pass that, and then there's a room to the right, and he stops and opens it up, and he calls it, is everyone decent in here? We're coming in.
Wow.
And then he walks in and gestures for you to join him.
We crowd through, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. You come into a room that is roughly 20 by 30, so it's pretty cramped.
Yeah.
The perimeter of the room is got these little curtained off sections with beds and night tables, and they are all occupied. And then out in the middle of the room, there are several more like cots that have been set up, and there's a couple of individuals in those. As it's hard work that these people do, and unfortunately they get hurt, and recovery takes a while.
What work is this that is hard?
Odds and ends of what he's done around town. If the miners need extra help, we sometimes lend those here in the negotiation of a fair wage from Lord Jemison.
Who are you lending exactly? I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, anyone who needs work in town.
Oh, just anyone?
Well, of course, if these people are all without station in one way or another, if they were left idle, they couldn't build any character. So they're set out to go do work as to improve themselves and to earn some sort of living, and in exchange, they pull their weight in the community.
I see. So it's sort of like a program for... And how old are these people we're looking at?
So it actually runs the gamut, but there is kind of an increased proportion of middle-aged to older people compared to the general population you have seen.
Okay. I see. How lovely.
Yes. Now, if you'll come right over here.
So, do they make the money or do you make the money?
Oh, we take a little bit for maintaining their food, bedding, things like that, but they're allowed a steady wage.
What things like that?
Sure.
18.
Yeah, and further, like, not only do you think he's telling the truth, he does seem convinced, like, this is a really just and good thing.
Okay.
His apartment.
You go. I would like to start with the hardest thing first. I'd like to...
Oh, well, there's the mystery case, if you come over here.
Absolutely.
Put him off in the corner.
Or like a good mystery.
As one of the sailors, he showed up with this. This one was part of a crew that isn't really around anymore and didn't have anywhere to go, so he wound up here. About a week ago, he started having some strange cough, and since then, it's just kind of gotten worse. It's like some kind of pneumonia or something.
They throw water.
That has happened a couple times.
Oh boy.
Right over here. And he walks you to a man who, as you kind of near him, goes, oh, and then just the splattering of water on the ground as this kind of phlegm-filled, foaming liquid lands on the bed on the floor next to his bed.
Clean.
Okay.
This is my job. This is what I can do. I hope it is
You
useful.
do great.
As you walk over above the bedside, he leans. He's not able to quite turn over, it seems, but he gazes at you and goes, "Help."
Oh.
Killing him.
He was pretty filthy. Yeah.
How did this happen? You know,
I mean, the sickness we don't know. I've heard of a few people in town having symptoms like this, but it's relatively new.
all right, Edda. What do you think?
I mean, he's spitting up seawater.
Yeah.
He's got a cough.
Right.
I mean, that guy in town yesterday was talking about it, but
We saw someone else do this too, right?
does this guy seem capable of answering questions?
He seems to barely be able to draw air, but he is conscious.
Xavier, I can heal injuries, but I can't do much for.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
Yes, you can.
I'll help you.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Pretty good. It's 24.
Nice.
Yes, you are able to deduce that he definitely has some sort of respiratory problem, particularly as you're kind of. Do you move up to do a close examination, or?
Yeah, I would get up pretty close to him. I wouldn't mind. Would put hands on him and stuff. If
Okay,
that
yeah.
would
So
help.
you give him a full exam,
Mhm.
and you walk around, put your ear against his chest and thump in different areas, get the resonance, and you're just yeah, no, that's full. That's not good.
Oh, it sounds like water in there.
Water, and it does remind you of pneumonia in terms of just how packed this guy's lungs are with thick liquid.
Like water and phlegm and okay.
Do I think there's anything within my abilities to help him?
You're able to come up with some herbal remedies that treat similar things that you
Like
have
lesser
seen.
restoration probably won't. As far as my magic capabilities go, as far as curing things.
Lesser does do disease, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, to the best of your knowledge, that should work.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast that on him.
Okay.
See if that works.
Yeah, you put it over him, and now you do know that lesser restoration doesn't necessarily guarantee he's all gone.
Right, yeah.
It would just get rid of the
if I had an
cause.
inkling it might work, I would do it from this medicine check.
Sure. I just didn't want you to think that he would be able to just get up and be fine.
No, yeah. If I had even a 10% chance this would help him in any way, I would.
Yeah, you think if you did that, and then some of those herbal remedies help break up what's going on in there and help revitalize them. That would be the treatment course. That'll do it.
Yeah, I'll start with that lesser restoration and get him going in the right direction then.
Sure. Yeah. You put the blessing on him. The healing lights go through your hands, and he kind of just looks up at you expectantly. He doesn't really know what's happening.
I don't either. I've never seen anything like this. How did you get this disease?
No.
Spare the dying.
But the attendee who walked you in here is. It's really great of you to help. We will make sure that he gets the treatment he needs.
Thank you. We've seen other people like this around town. Do you have any idea how they're catching this?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Maybe they're individuals who try to take a shortcut through the drowned streets or something. All manner of bile and refuse resides down there. I imagine it would be a good way to get sick.
Where are the drowned streets?
Oh, there's below us and in several places across the village. There's entryways. You'll see them sometimes in the streets. Some buildings are connected to it. It's something that it's useful that we have a place to run off waste to and to help drain water that flows into the city or the village when it rains. But I wouldn't recommend going there yourself.
Is this where the Bosch touch to live?
They do reside down there, in addition to other things.
What other things?
Potentially criminals, slimes,
I've heard a tale of a monster that was all teeth and scale that devours wanderers who go there in the night.
One of those
I've
tried to
not
eat
been
him a couple
myself.
weeks ago.
Are you talking about the alligator?
That's what it sounds like. They just described to
They
me.
did
just
say
this-
teeth and
yeah.
scales.
Indeed.
Pretty close.
This guy knows
Please
how to
don't-
handle an
please don't.
alligator.
Please don't rhyme me.
As guests, and I appreciate all of you for coming and trying to help. Please don't put yourselves in less unnecessary danger. We already have cleaning crews who are sent there, and it's no one's favorite job.
Understood.
Any of the cleaning crew gone missing?
Periodically.
Or any of them getting sick like this?
We haven't seen any of them get sick like that yet.
Where does the seawater come from? From the...
Oh, yes. I don't know. I just assumed it was some bad humor.
Can I make some sort of arcana check to see if this is like in cursed territory or something like that?
You may.
Dope. Alright, that's not. It's a 13.
You get a sense that this illness progresses in an unnatural way.
Okay.
But beyond that, you cannot gauge anything.
You said this guy was part of a crew that didn't have anywhere to go?
Yes.
What happened to the boat? Or
Yeah.
what happened to the rest of the crew?
Wrecked. The captain left town. He took some of his favorite members with them. The rest either signed on to other crews or came here.
Do you know where it wrecked?
I don't personally, but I imagine once he can speak, he'll be able to tell you.
Run
Is he
north.
conscious? Like, can
Yeah.
you nod and like...
He's just over there. Just
Did your boat wreck near the base of the mountains where those cave systems are?
Yes.
Alright.
Is that where you got this disease? I'll start smacking his back.
yeah, you just across himself. More seawater spews forward.
Did you encounter a monster of some kind?
Yes. Even the deep steered our boat into the rocks.
Was your ship the Cervantes plow?
The captain didn't leave town then.
Oh,
Or that
that
man
guy
was-
wasn't.
I thought he was the
He
captain.
claimed to be the captain.
He claimed to be
Oh,
the
he claimed to
captain.
be the captain. Oh.
Huh.
What was his ship name?
He wasn't lying.
Cervantes plow.
And he did have tattered
Yeah.
captain's attire.
Interesting. Are there others we can help?
Yes, this way. So this is going to be a skill challenge, and you can contribute how you want to here. The easiest, of course, is the most direct is going to be medicine checks.
Okay.
But if someone, say, wanted to try to craft casts and do stuff like that, I would allow alternative roles, depending on how you think you could help in an infirmary to aid
If-
people.
There is a particularly gnarly injury that you don't want to spend a spell on. I'll spend my spell slot on an injury I can do, and then I'll assist Xavier on any medicine checks.
Sure. So there is a collective kind of DC that needs to be made, but for every spell slot spent in aiding the recovery, per level of spell, I will reduce the DC by 2 for the collective roll needed.
Can I reduce that in any way as long as I keep prestidigitationing things?
I would allow that to let you roll whatever skill you want to use at advantage, as long as it relates to you sanitizing the equipment and stuff like that. Which I would think there's maybe a few options there.
I've got nothing.
I would allow even sleight of hand to carefully wipe everything.
You don't have
Could
any.
I do sleight of hand?
Can I assist him?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll let you give it advantage on that.
Alright,
I give
cool.
advantage to you.
Awesome.
Cranthor, what do you think you're gonna do? Can you move patients for Xavier or Etta, maybe.
Well, I could definitely lift people.
Like athletics checks or type things, so they're
Yeah,
easily examined.
Prop them up.
Do you have proficiencies? Do you all have proficiencies to assist a roll?
I won't allow them for assisting rolls.
Okay. All right.
I would also say that there might be a few gangrenous individuals in here where if amputations are needed and you are good at fighting things and not necessarily putting them back together, this still might be up your alley.
Yeah, Cranthor probably would look for gangrenous limbs that need to be removed.
Okay.
I guess what are we
Sort of
looking at
thing.
before people decide what they want to do?
So you have a variety of a couple of individuals who have fever, who are just kind of delirious. One of them unconscious, the other one just kind of barking like a dog. You have people with different like broken limbs that affect mobility or perhaps their ability to work. So there's an individual who's just kind of like in two slings, and he's got an arm and a leg on one side of his body, appears to be all casted up, but the cast itself is kind of yellowed, with some like splotches of probably mold or some other thing setting in. Prestidigitation.
Yes.
You're
Also,
able.
spare the dying.
From 6 feet away, just poking people.
Poke.
Well, 10 feet for prestidigitation, but yeah.
and
better
then
than
as close as I have to with my umbrella.
Okay, yeah, you could reach out. I'm willing to bet you could get like an 8-foot kind of gap cleared with that. Other than that, there's also some minor injuries, like people who are just like have come in, who have like they're like walking with a limp, and like they've got like maybe like a crutch or two or something like that, but they're like still out moving about.
Okay.
Would Cass also be able to use sleight of hand for, say, stitches or things like that, if very
Yes.
subtle, very small things?
I would allow that.
Okay, cool. So he could assist with that if that were something that needed to be done.
How big is this room we're in?
It is a 20 by 30 room.
How many people are in here?
Now.
All the
It's 5 of you, the attendee, 17 patients.
Or like scooching.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's
like,
it's
excuse
getting
me,
warm
Poppy.
in here because there's not ventilation. It's a giant like wood building with stone, so it's getting toasty here in this infirmary.
Let's just get this over with. Okay, so who then needs to roll? You need
I
to
will.
roll.
Drop my unicorn totem in the
Okay.
room. That covers a 30-foot radius.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. I will allow that to let you roll with advantage on your check.
I plan on doing actual healing some people here.
Okay.
I'm going to then I'll drop my healing spirit. It's another unicorn. And,
It's a room.
Yeah, you
Just
can
like-
move that around.
yeah, so I'll
Yeah.
move my unicorn spirit around to heal people. If you want me to roll for that, I can. I don't know what you want me to. But
Yeah,
I can deal my wisdom modifier.
Can you hit everybody with that?
I can do 5 people. I figure I would. And then whenever I heal people with that, my unicorn totem from the druid gives +3 healing to other people in that radius.
So everybody.
Everyone will get healing off this in this room.
I would just say it just dramatically lowers the DC
Okay,
needed
yeah,
to
that's what,
successfully help these people.
Okay, yeah, that'll be one spell slot I use on technically. The other one's just a bonus action
Okay,
with my race.
nice, yeah.
Excellent.
And you just see people's wounds and stuff throughout their room just
Yeah,
mending.
these unicorns go around, give people the care they need.
They probably all think they're hallucinating.
Yeah, the guy who's feverish, you just like, and then he looks up and, But yeah, they go around and they look like they're starting to get better.
Excellent.
Nice.
Anybody else?
I have a healing word I can use, and I can also invoke my storm rune if anybody wanted advantage. It's for a minute, and it's my reaction, so I don't know if I could use that on a couple of people's ability checks.
I would say you can pick one person. to
Pick one
apply it to.
person?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll drop my healing word on somebody with an injury, I guess, that I know would actually help. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so someone who's
Find
just
somebody.
they're physically hurt in a way that you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So do that.
So the order of what is happening here, Runaway is assisting Cass, who is stitching up wounds in the leg, as well as cleaning, kind of a tag team cleaning of the areas.
Yeah.
You are doing healing word and giving assistance to somebody.
Yeah, I can. If I don't have, I'll invoke my storm rune and give someone an advantage on an ability check.
Okay.
Probably Cranthor on his amputee
Chopping off,
mission.
Yeah, making sure that you cut right where you need to.
So whoever I help gets 5 points of healing.
Nice.
Just kind of an older lady who's nearby, and her arm was kind of just like compound fracture wound, and it just kind of pops back in, and, seals up, and she goes, "Thank you."
No problem.
Just do a peace sign.
No problem, Grandma.
Cranthor, you come near the first person you're going to help, who is a kind of mid-aged looking man, kind of stocky built, and he just looks at you with just dread in his eyes as you start reaching for your blade.
I pull out my pipe first and
Let him have a hit on his.
How kind.
Thanks. And he is dangling down below him is just.
I'll
this
spare the
awful
dying on this guy before Cranthor.
Okay.
I'll do it after.
Yeah, it's you can smell the rot on the limb. It's bad.
is it a leg or an arm?
It's a leg. But he
go.
he takes a really deep puff from the pipe, and then he kind of starts like scooting back onto the bed he's on, and picks the. He doesn't seem to fully have full motion in that leg, and he like lifts it up onto the table with him.
Yeah. Gonna draw the battle axe.
Okay.
Is there a fire nearby?
No.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, that works.
Oh
Hey.
yeah, because you can warm it.
Oh, yeah, and then I warm it. I clean it first, and then I warm it.
But it cannot get to the kind of hot that like
It
sears
can't.
the wound.
No,
Yeah.
this is just.
No, but hopefully it can help cut
It's
through a
not.
little easier.
It's not.
That'd be a constructive way to use heat metal, actually, is to doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, this
Oh,
it
that's it.
doesn't really help. Like it's just
It
like
makes it clean. We did find it in a lair of a necromancer full of corpses.
I forgot that we did.
yeah. Probably should have cleaned it earlier. Now that I think about it.
Xavier, where should I cut?
The guy just plugs his ears and turns away from you.
I'll go hold his hand or something. I'll give him a hand if he wants to squeeze it.
He like still fingers in with the other fingers. He like grabs on.
Nah, Cass is gonna give him a leather strap. Fight hard.
I mean, I think you want to cut like above the infection. I don't know though. I'm not a surgeon.
Granthor goes up
Closest
a
we
little
have.
bit above where the infection's.
Yeah, because so there's the part of it that's just like turning this awful like
Go a
blackish
little
green
bit
color.
above
Then there's
that.
like yellowed skin a bit past that, and then past that it gets more normal. Probably about just a little bit up the beginning of the thigh.
And we'll aim for that spot.
Give me an attack roll.
Can I reckless?
You already have
I
advantage.
would say
Oh, I do.
yeah. I don't think that's
Yeah,
what you wanna do
yeah.
in this situation.
Yeah, probably not now that I think about
You
it.
just chop the guy.
Reckless chop this limb off.
Mercy kill.
Well, like you go for the one, and you're like, oh, now I'm reckless. Better hit him again.
You just take both legs, yeah.
Oh, too many.
Poorhouse reputation -10.
That's a dirty 20.
You get exactly where you were aiming. You don't need to roll damage; it just cleaves through the flesh. You actually like sink into the bed a bit.
Oh my.
I then spare the. Well, You got spare the die.
I did it before. Do you have to apply after they're already dying?
It doesn't. He does like scream. Like he's biting down on the leather.
If he's if he's still conscious, I won't spare the die.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't pass out.
All right. Well,
He hangs
what a
in
trooper.
there.
I'll give him a drink of water.
Yeah, through the tears. He.
Is it
Bandaging
bleeding?
that
Yes.
up.
Oh crap.
Cass has alcohol on him, doesn't he?
Yes, he
Before
does.
the alcohol, we need to stop the bleeding.
Nope, his focus is on that dude.
I don't have anything for that.
Is it how fast
Do we have a
is it
torch?
bleeding?
No.
Well, it's at first it's kind of spurting out because there's.
Do I think I can stop it with like a healing word or
No, but the
something?
healing efforts going on are enough to get that to.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's stuff
Okay.
up.
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
The
that's
wound
right.
does just start closing up.
Okay.
Yeah, but for a bit, it's just.
Cranthor would have kind of like tried to squeeze it so it would stop.
Just like put our finger in the artery.
No, kind of like
Cass can whip off his belt and tie it.
Yeah, tourniquet. Yeah. But no, after a little bit, it stops. The bed is ruined. But
yeah.
he doesn't seem to have any gangrene now.
Nice.
It'll take a few casts of that to clean all that up.
Okay.
That will fit a prosthetic nicely, I think.
What was your job before this happened?
I was a messenger.
Messenger.
Yeah,
What the hell? How did you get this injury? Messaging.
I got a cut. And, it's just a cut.
What's the break?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think I'll be a messenger anymore.
No, don't think you will. Unless you get a swell prosthetic.
You could be a pirate.
Yar.
Very inclusive people, pirates.
Yes. Indeed.
I appreciate the recommendation.
I'm a co-captain of a pirate ship, and it's the best thing I ever did.
It's not a pirate ship.
Yeah, he does kind of
Is
look
it a
at you
pirate
like.
ship?
It's not a pirate ship.
I
This one is
think
Xavier
it's a
co-captain
fishing
Benedict.
This is my story, and it's a pirate ship.
All right.
Yeah, he looks toward you and he looks toward the attendee, and he's like,
It's dope as hell.
Yeah, go look for the trout pounder. Tell him Xavier sent you.
"Oh, okay, yeah, I get it."
All right.
Oh no.
Pirate's life for me.
Ho.
Plenty of rum.
There is definitely recognition in his eyes upon you.
Oh, like that
Name
name?
of the
Like-
ship. Yeah.
So, what else do we have?
So you guys have done your thing. You've assisted Cranthor. That kind of like sweeps the room. If everyone could just. So I've got your roll, dirty 20.
You want a medicine roll?
If you give me your medicine with advantage. And then Cass, I believe you get to roll side of hand with advantage.
21.
21.
Ooh. 18 plus 8, so 26.
Good God, alright. 47 so far. Cranthor puts it at 67. Everyone in here seems to be treated as well as you can manage. Corner guy is the only one who still seems like actively ill in any way.
The seawater guy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Everybody else is, if they were passed out, they, you put on like, some wet washcloths on their heads, dealt with fever, and you've gone around, making sure everything is as pristine as possible within the room, and all of the wounds, all of the physical wounds that were here have been completely treated by this point. There were only 3 limbs lost today.
Damn. It's a good day.
Yeah. But as you're clearing up the attendees, thank you so much. If you want to just wait back in the lobby, I'll see if I can find Madame Gelba, and I'm sure if I can, she'll be ecstatic.
What was your name?
My name, this does have one. My name is Karth Rookson.
It's a great name, Cars.
Thank you. And yours was?
Xavier.
Xavier.
Don
Xavier.
Blossom.
Xavier Don Blossom. Well, thank you. If you're staying in town and you'd be willing to come again, we'd be happy to have you.
I think we're staying in Jimson's.
Oh,
I wasn't aware we were in that kind of company. I
Oh,
apologize.
No, you don't. It's fine. We're just working for him for a bit.
Ah, excellent.
Do you also work for him?
No. I mean, he contributes to. He makes donations here sometimes, but I don't think I do.
I don't know.
Why
Why would you ask me that?
I just help people.
Hey man, I'm just here for the payday. All right. Where do you want us?
Just back to the lobby.
Oh,
and
of course.
I'll be right back with you.
I give one last prestidigitation to the room. And feel
Sweep
good
away the bad scents that are
This
in
is
the
the
air.
bad sense. I've done so much work today. Walk out.
Nice, like rain with lavender scent fills
Yeah.
the air. All right.
These people are sick of that
I was
smell,
gonna
but like
say.
that's what.
You all go back to the lobby, and Karth walks away. And a moment later, or not a moment later, about 2 minutes later, he comes back. In tow is the most like chiseled woman in her 50s you have ever seen.
Sorry, what means a moment.
I think were I to sum it up in a quick battle grandma would be the quick way to sum it up. But she has on this like really rigid kind of like dress that she seems just very adept at moving in still, as she kind of comes flowing into the room with Karth right in front of her. Is everyone, Madame Gelma, and he kind of like bows slightly and gets out of her way, and she
She's a human.
yes, she's a
Okay.
human. So she stands at about 5'2".
Oh, bless it.
She has a small parasol that has been folded up, and she is like kind of leans on it as she
It's Mary
looks
Poppins.
toward all of you. Parasol, yes,
Okay. Like,
similar to yours.
so I look at it.
Not design is different, but also very nice.
Oh, that's nice. I look at hers.
Respect.
Etta just
She
glances
just nods in
at
approval.
I nod with approval back.
Etta's got the corner of one sticking up behind
Yep.
her.
Yeah, you see her. You see her.
I'm imagining that meme with the kid going,
Yeah.
So many parasols.
Now you've all come to my poorhouse. You've helped my ailing guests, and I owe you some gratitude, I think. You wish to speak with me? Would you like to do so over dinner?
That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
There's a feast here in the hall. 6 o'clock sharp every day. You'll find me eating with the rest.
What time is it right now?
3.
I mean, if you've got a moment, we
It
won't be
take
long
very
at
much.
all.
Oh, of course, if you're in a hurry. I just wanted to repay you somehow.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I lost track of time. No, I believe, yes, just a moment of your time. This is Xavier Dawnblossom. He did most of the work in your infirmary.
Charm.
Not most of it. You should have seen him cut that guy's leg off. It was efficient.
Bloody.
Yes.
Very clean.
So bloody. So much blood.
But
There usually is.
But it'll heal real nicely.
I'm sure your amputations were second to none.
But yes, we had questions about the son of Lord Jackson.
right.
Oh.
So she's like, no, you
I heard rumor he was missing. Is there any question you have for me?
We heard he frequented this establishment to help the needy people.
He has volunteered here before, yes.
And we heard he might be in trouble. Our group, we love helping people.
Well, as I can see.
And we thought
Very
maybe we
noble.
could help him. His father thinks he might be in some kind of trouble.
It has been a while since I've seen him. Maybe, a couple of months. No. Month and a half.
No. It's not very good. Like a 12 inside.
I have 2 Mournful inside. I had worse.
When was the last time you saw him, ma'am?
I believe he was. What was he helping with that day? Well, he started helping prepare food for the dinner, and then he went around to run some messages. He had some errands he wanted to do in the captain's district anyway, and that's where he went. He did not come back, that I recall.
So he was headed towards the captain's district.
Yes. I mean, technically, the last I saw him, he was going out those doors, but that is the last place I am aware he was heading.
Did he say where specifically?
That was... Who was that parcel for? Yes, the home of, I believe it was Dorsif. Dorsif Mogdal.
Dorsif Mogdal.
Yes, one of the less affluent captains in town.
Have we heard that name?
Cass has.
Okay.
I knew one of us had. That sounded familiar.
Yeah,
Cass has.
Do you know what this parcel was?
We don't deal in people's parcels, we just deliver them.
Do you know who it was from?
I'm afraid my brain is not as sharp as it used to be.
I assure you we're just trying to help him. If you have any information that can help us find him.
Did he have anybody who he butted heads with in town on a regular basis?
He was honestly very popular for the most part. I don't recall seeing him in any confrontations. In fact, he seemed to spend a lot of time with several of the volunteers here. Naturally, they did a lot of their work together. Outside of that, if he had his own projects around town, maybe some venture of his own that he was caught up in.
Do you mind if I ask if he went with anyone when he went to deliver these messages? Any of the other volunteers?
Sometimes. It's not common, though. Normally the messengers run their own. This particular one, I don't believe he had company.
Does he normally have company?
No.
Any one in particular here he was close with that we could speak to?
I'm going to point you toward anyone I saw him with the most. I believe you would want to talk to... Sal Rytha.
Sorry, DM, could I get a spelling on that?
Yes, S-A-L. And then Rytha is R-Y-T-H-A.
Thank you.
Where might we find this Sal Rytha?
Sal, Karth, could you find Sal? She's probably in the break area. Sure. She'll be out here in just a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then Karth goes off to the right side door this time and disappears.
Karth is a lovely individual, by the way.
Very pleasant, yes. He's been here for, 6 or 7 years now, I think.
You don't see any half-elves in this area.
No. He was, I get a lot of strays here.
I see. It's a lovely organization you're running.
Thank you. As you continue talking, a group of 6 individuals come out of that door that Karth was in, and then exit the building. Messengers.
Oh, I see.
Any identifiers on them? That would identify them as messengers?
You don't immediately see anything. Or are you asking her if
No. Asking like just as we're watching them walk by.
Yeah, passively, you don't really see anything that like denotes like this is an official messenger.
Okay.
So you're in charge of the messengers.
Amongst other things, yes. All of the contributions of this poorhouse are ultimately my responsibility.
Another question. It's a wonder that you have any, if not at all, like instances of stealing in this town. If there are opportunities for work here.
Well, there isn't that much of it.
True. We saw some earlier today. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. We saw a little yesterday. Stole something from Father Ranch.
Oh. Well, it's not very smart to try to steal from a priest. That's not going to make you many friends.
No, I think not, especially in a place called Vosh's Bounty.
Yes.
Oh, it would have been this morning.
It wasn't this morning.
It was this morning.
Okay. It would have been this morning. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I just keep up the small talk until I will keep up small talk unless somebody else has another question.
Sure. Yeah.
Madam Gulma, the gentleman you've got upstairs that was spitting up seawater.
Oh, in the infirmary.
Yeah. I mean, we've heard a little bit of more people in town. I mean, it's just a hunch, but I don't think that's a disease you can heal conventionally. So maybe finding a priest for those people is going to be your best route. I don't have anything concrete, just an educated guess.
Perhaps I will implore that the temple sends someone our way. They tend to be a little choosy about assisting us without a donation, and, well, I prefer to save my fortune for maintaining
Yeah.
this.
What did you say? Your
Understandable.
temple won't help you without a donation?
Yes, the Temple of Vosh is rather transactional in their approaches.
That's unfortunate. Maybe you need to find a new temple.
I wouldn't get caught
Have you
here saying that around here.
Have you considered accepting Vitalric as your Lord and Savior?
Xavier, this is Vosh's Bounty. They're pretty deep in the Vosh bit.
Dear, you seem like a sweet man, but if you go around saying things like that, they're going to hang you off the piers.
Oh boy.
We saw what hangs around the piers.
Done fed you to the spiders, what they gonna do?
Yes, the spider. Don't forget the spider.
Can't you worship two gods?
Well, we acknowledge all of the gods, but
Do you have a temple to Vitalric in your town?
not Vitalric.
That's sad.
Who else has a temple in this town, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, aside from Vosh,
Yeah.
well, let me pull up the deities.
Let me go look in my library.
Let me open.
Hang on.
Also, it's almost 10. When do you want
Intermissions. Let's see, we have Vosh, of course,
Right.
but aside from that, we also have Sumina and
Goddess of
Thanal.
change.
And Thanal. Oh, yes, I suppose every town has one, but Thanal,
Very common.
very common.
It's just
So
Death
your
here.
temple will help you more if they get donations from you.
Correct. Tribute is what they call it. To earn Vosh's favor.
So,
What kind of assistance will they give you and your injured people?
Well, they're capable of the miracles you'd expect of most clerics. I've seen them close wounds and treat disease when it pleases them. They can even call storms in from the sky sometimes. That's exciting to watch.
why would you want storms in a fishing? Don't mind me. Just wondering aloud, and that's dangerous. Yes. And we've seen or heard about how much they give to Vosh. His face looking away from that and go on.
It was just a suggestion. I mean, if you know that normal means aren't gonna help, it's better to save it for people. Well,
Rowan,
Yes.
the money you've been holding on for me,
Yes.
would you give it to Madame Gilma so she can make a donation to the Temple of Vosh to get the assistance she needs?
Of course. How much would it be?
Imagine for treating a disease. Do you have any idea how serious it is? It sounds like you have some capacity for these things.
I don't know. I know the magic I can do can help but not cure it. I'm not the strongest with that field.
and all I know is that when we examined him earlier, it doesn't feel like it's progressing like a normal disease. It feels like something other.
And you see her kind of just like stare on a spot on the wall as she kind of racks her brain for what the correct amount to ask for is. I'm going to assume this would cost about 500 gold pieces.
You're in luck. No.
All right. 500.
I think I have pretty close to that much in there.
You do. All right.
When you say you're in luck, she just has like this incredulous look.
I'm pretty sure Xavier's asked for everyone to hold on to that much.
Yes, you have. All right. She hands over the 46 platinum pieces, which is 460 gold, and then she counts out the gold pieces. Like missed, let this go. She gives you and gives her the 40 extra gold.
Just like this old lady with.
Hey, she's yoked. She can handle it.
She just
throws over her shoulder like
it's not
Santa
so much
Claus.
that she can't hold it. She's like they're decent sized coin bags, and she's like holding them up to each
There's
one.
multiple. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Sorry, should have waited for Carth to come back in the room before giving you those.
No, this is fine. And she starts attaching them to a. I guess
She's just got a belt of money.
Yeah, her like
Like,
pants
she's
fall
got
down.
a coin purse tutu going on.
Yeah, but
She's got a
Just-
coin purse
Here's
tutu.
one, here's two, here's three.
it's just a stylized belt around her dress, and she just kind of it's like a little lopsided after she ties the bags on. Yeah, thank you.
you have 50 gold left.
I mean, that's a lot of snacks.
So
Yeah.
Just
a lot
letting
of
you know,
snacks.
we can't be I can't keep giving you about that. This was the big one.
Well, yeah, I want to
mean-
help all these people in need.
That's
Rowan.
fine. I'm not judging
You're right.
you.
This
I'm
is
just-
the big one.
This is the big one.
the door on the right opens up, and out walks Carth with who you presume to be Sal, a red-headed woman in leathers, with kind of a quizzical expression, enters the room. She kind of surveys a lot of you and then walks over immediately to Madame Gelma and says, "You asked for me?"
Just to not bat an eye at the amount of money that is now around Gilman.
Well, it's just 2 bags now on Gelma's belt. And these generous people are apparently trying to become the new patrons of this place, my dear. Could you
No,
could
no,
answer
not
some
us.
questions for them?
Xavier Don Blossom.
Mm.
I'm going to have to
What?
put your name on a room or something.
Yeah, Vitalik
Please
is a
do.
very generous god. I just follow what he does.
Yes.
The Xavier Don Blossom Infirmary.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
So yes. Hello, Sal. Right? What is this?
Yes. You have questions?
Many.
A few.
Well, yes.
We're looking into the disappearance of Lord Jemson's son, who I cannot remember the name of at the present time.
Aranus.
Aranus.
So I didn't know what it was either. I've just been writing.
Do you know
this.
something?
Do we know something? No, that's why we're here poking around.
We heard you like to hang out with him.
Yes. We worked a lot together.
Just work. Was there a little play, a little.
Sometimes
No.
he blew off steam.
Wait, and give her the up and down. Any like, what? How good looking is this person? What she look? Yeah.
Sounds hot.
Is she hot?
16 easy.
Okay. I don't know what that meant at all.
Wait, what'd you say?
Charisma.
16
Yeah.
charisma.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, what
I thought you meant age, and I was about to get angry.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what? It's
That's pretty high charisma.
yeah, so
How
it's
good
like-
is she look? She's 16 years old.
Yeah.
She looks 16 and easy. That's what I heard. And I was just like, that is not.
Yeah.
That is not what you
No, that's not what he's doing.
All right, so
Do you
yeah.
mind
no,
if-
she's pretty-
Do you mind if we ask when you last saw him? About how long it's been?
About a month and a half ago, we were working on taking some riggings down to the docks that have been worked on here.
Riggings down to the dock. Did you get back and then have him run a message somewhere? It's mentioned that he was going to run messages, and that was the last.
He did run messages normally. I don't tend to do that as much for my volunteer work.
Oh, so you are a volunteer.
Yes,
All right. And you spend most of your time here?
almost all of it.
Oh, how kind of you.
I'm given a stipend to remain here and help those in need, and in exchange, I perform services as I can.
Did you not look for him when he went missing?
I've asked around, but I don't know anything.
Did he mention anywhere that he was heading?
Natural 20. Does she really
You
not know
suspect
anything?
there's more than she's saying.
Right.
We go.
Did he mention anywhere that he was going?
He had been speaking a lot to, well, a number of the downtrodden here, and there apparently was another kind of outreach organization that he was involved with. I believe he mentioned something about a warehouse nearby. Something that the one of the Gundersons, I believe.
Do you know why he might have been so keen as to take a package over to, who was it? Dorsive Mogdor?
I don't know why he'd be more keen for that than any other person. I mean, it's the captain's district, so I guess that's better than, say, having to go out to the fringe. But
I suppose. I've really been to the fringe. So I couldn't say for sure. However, I do believe there's something you're not telling us, darling.
and what do you suspect that is?
I suspect that you knew that Aranis was itching for something. We know that him and his father had been having words and had disagreed on a number of things, as the young tend to do towards their parents. And, well, I believe you know that he might have maybe had a plan.
I can tell you that Arnis had no interest in his father's designs for him,
See?
Yeah, we gathered that.
and that whatever he is doing now, I'm sure he is paving his own path.
See,
So
that
you
makes
know
it
he's
sound like you kind of know what he's doing now.
I promise I couldn't tell you.
Can I roll on
Yes.
that? That's
I'll use my passive. I think it's an 18.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't know if she.
That's 18.
but I'll,
Yeah, 18.
I'll risk my passive.
Yeah, you gather that she probably knows, and she definitely does not want to tell you.
Okay.
If I can make eye contact with her, I'm like, we're not here to take him back. We're here to make sure he's not been taken anywhere.
We want
Yes.
to make sure he's safe.
First and foremost, we're trying to figure out if he was kidnapped. His safety is our top priority. His siblings are quite worried for him. We just had Celia out just today, hoping that he might want to make contact with his youngest sister.
As this conversation is going on, Madame Gelmo is just kind of intently leaning in on her parasol, just like,
I hear nothing.
I'm counting coins.
Madam Gilman,
Yes, dearie?
if you would.
Oh.
That
Be so
parasol's
kind.
gonna snap if you lean on it any harder.
Well, I'll just be verifying things with the temple. Don't mind me. And she goes walking off.
if you hear anything else about Jimson's son, please let us know.
Oh, it sounds you're hearing about as much as I am, it seems. And she continues on her way out.
I love her. I love her so much. Yoked Mary Poppins is the best.
But yeah, she makes her way out of the room.
Instead of, could you name the wing after my mother instead of me?
What name is that?
Veronica Dawn Blossom.
Veronica Dawn Blossom Infirmary. You've got it, sweetie.
Thank you, Madam Gilman.
She's out of there. So, as I was saying, if he was alright, and there were some way to prove that to you, would you be on your way?
It'd be a good step in the right direction. We could work with it at least.
We're not taking him anywhere he doesn't want to go.
We have very similar beliefs, I feel, as he does.
After speaking with his father, of course.
Yes, I don't want to speak for everyone. I think the exact opposite of what his dad's. Have you met his dad?
He's a real piece of work.
Not many people visit. That's sorry.
Honestly, if the rumors of an asshole
Have you
are
met his dad?
Not in person, no. I think I can help you somewhat. If make sure this is going to work for this character. If you are able to come to a particular office on short notice, a messenger will find you. Perhaps a meeting could be arranged. But not yet.
Not yet?
He is away.
Like, no, in the city?
Aranis.
Mm-hmm. Away in the manner of you're expecting him back soon, or
I
away.
expect him to return soon, yes.
Is he within the timeline he said he'd be back?
Within reason. He is with individuals that I trust.
Okay.
And what individuals would those be?
I will allow them to introduce themselves.
And is this meet? Sorry, go ahead, Xavier.
Are they here? Like in this building? Do we need to go somewhere to meet them?
The messenger will find you.
Just anywhere we're at?
Word travels fast in the bounty.
That's a good messenger.
We do send out, I believe.
And the whole town is currently aware of your affiliation with Lord Jemson. That was...
Oh, man.
It was a bit flashy, I'll admit that. This meeting is
Finally
with
flashy.
the people you know, or with Aranis?
I will ask that either Aranis or at least proof of his well-being is provided.
Just Aranis, I think will do.
Yes.
It depends on what they are able to offer. That is not mine to know or put before you.
Suppose we could work with it.
When is he expected back? You said
When is this?
within reason, so he was supposed to be back already.
Trips across the lake take time. They're not always predictable.
Okay.
Where did he go across the lake?
That I don't know.
You originally said you hadn't seen him in a month and a half. When's the actual last time you saw him?
That's fairly close.
When was he due back?
Within the week.
He's a week late coming back.
Well, within this week.
It's getting pretty late.
What day is today?
It's essentially like Saturday.
Okay, so yeah, he's almost late.
Yeah.
All right.
There is kind of a note of concern in her voice as she mentions it, but
She's trying to put on a brave face, but then this is a little more concerning.
right, like she is giving you the best she knows as she knows it, but
Okay.
Alright.
His escorts, were they capable fighters?
some of our village's finest.
You don't know where he was going?
No. I'm afraid that it wasn't something I was directly involved in.
If you personally were going to try to find him, where would you start?
Easy to recognize the man. Ask around town. If you think someone else might have something, he's been in public, people would know it.
In public without a magical disguise, of course.
Oh, he walked pretty openly. He was a well-liked guy.
Sometimes it is easier to flash about when you are around and who you are with, so that it makes it simpler to hide when you need to. Bright lights cast large shadows, is what I mean.
He was a bright light. Is a bright light.
I see. Well, you send us that messenger when he returns, I suppose. I don't know. I'd love to speak to him again. It's been
Is he
years.
going to return or should we go looking for him?
Doesn't seem like we know where he is. Do you have like a larger group person within your group that we could talk to right now?
I think that's
Right, well-
she's planning on getting us a meeting.
Right. No, I mean,
I'd say that's who it's with if Aranis isn't going to be back, correct?
okay.
Yes, the organization that he was dealing with. I can speak to them on your behalf. I'm sure they'll be interested in meeting you if nothing else.
What group is it?
They're kind of They're these keepers of our traditions and things like that. They're
The old faith?
I suppose you could call it that. They go by a name. I don't know a lot about them, to be honest, but they've been in the community forever.
What was that name?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Wait, these are the keepers of the tradition you follow?
No,
No?
no. I know about these people secondhand.
Hmm.
Is there perhaps a name you could give us that we could go talk to them directly?
I mean, the individual I was going to approach is Captain. You're looking for Vague Staggered. Or Staggard.
Depends on what part of the region you're from. And this is a captain, right? So find him in the captain's district?
Yes, he is a fairly well-known fishing vessel. If you asked around, you'd find him.
Understood.
Will this conversation go easier if you're the one to introduce us?
Possibly. Once again, your affiliation with Lord Jemison is...
Concerning,
Well,
I
no.
understand that. When do you think you can get us a meeting?
I would hope by tonight.
Oh,
That's
perfect.
If-
fair.
They think they might be able to bring Aramis before you.
And you think they know where he is?
They would know more than I would.
Hmm.
And if they were able to introduce you and they thought it wise, I'm sure they might be willing to arrange that if they can. But I'll let you know whatever they tell me, or at least the messenger who comes to find you should.
Alright.
If not, you know where to find me.
Of course.
I assume for this messenger to reach us, it would probably make sense for us not to return to Jimson's estate.
Messengers are allowed on the estate.
Wasn't sure if potentially
Yeah,
it would draw attention.
we could go to a bar if we
Right.
if you prefer.
I don't know, if you're here to find rumors or if you're here to poke around, the best place to go is to a bar, so.
Right. We can hang out there and they can find us there.
Alright. Any suggestions?
Oh, well, if you want something in Old Town.
Oh, yes, please. I mean, we've been to the Pickled Patron, of course.
Oh, yes, that's a place you can go. Shazop is a little much for me.
Like, seems like an acquired taste.
He's
However-
an ass.
Yes. However, Jeffrey, I simply adore.
He's a sweetheart, but no balls.
No. Wait, literally?
Oh, I couldn't say.
Oh, alright.
I
I
think
wouldn't be
it
shocked if he was a
matters.
eunuch.
Wow.
Poor man.
Alright.
Throwing all kinds of assumptions out on this poor guy.
I just asked. We will wait for the messenger at.
Well, I don't think we have to wait for him at a specific place. Bars are a good place. If there's other places we want to poke around town, we can do that too. I think as long as we stay down. We're not exactly unrecognizable. We're
People
not.
will know who you are.
Yeah.
At least anyone who's paying attention.
What do you think? Poke around town for a few hours?
I mean, it makes sense.
I would like to go to this cannery.
Yeah?
Alright.
The Gunderson's warehouse.
We'll go there right now.
So going back a little bit, you did mention that he was working with another outreach organization. Do you happen to know the name of that?
It's the same individuals. If I knew their name, I'd help you. I do know that they have some interest in the village being independent of the nobles who have more or less held sway over it.
Is
Got
that how you feel? You think Madame Gilman feels that way?
Well, Madame Gelma is a lord, and she's been very kind to us. She's probably the best of the bunch. The Jemsons are distant, and their minds are fairly awful from what I've heard, but they
They're really judgmental if you don't know what fork to use. I don't like that.
Mm.
Indeed.
Not
Yeah.
my sort of company.
I agree.
But, and the Gundersons, they fund a lot of things. They don't seem to ask for much outside of the fleets of captains that they employ. But, they don't really get out as much. The only one that we see on a regular basis. Switch tabs. Is Priscilla, who at this point seems to be running the business single-handedly.
The Gunderson business.
Yes.
She daughter of Gunderson? Who is this Priscilla?
Priscilla is the oldest daughter. Oldest and... Oh no, she's the mother. My apologies. She inherited the cannery and associated buildings from her father, Calder, who passed some time ago. She never married. But they're very private people.
That's fair.
Understood. Well, thank you so much for being so open and honest with us after a little digging. I know it's not always being honest is not the easiest. especially when we feel like we are trying to protect someone that we love, or at least care about.
Can't be too careful with those who keep company with the Jemsons.
I wish I wouldn't have.
He does seem like a real piece of work.
He is
Does.
a vile man.
Well, but Celia isn't so bad.
I hope not.
And, I mean, you kept company with what, one?
He's not like his father.
So really it's just the one Jemson, isn't it?
The family has a
Wow.
reputation.
There we go. The family has a reputation, yes.
Do you think that Gundersons would have kidnapped his son for any reason?
No?
He really hates them. I didn't know if that was a mutual feeling.
I don't really know the man, but that seems very strange.
Yeah.
This whole town seems strange.
Is there anything else before you leave? I do have duties to attend to.
No. Good. Thank you for your help.
How old does she look?
She appears to
Remember,
be
16, easy.
No.
You're guessing younger 20s.
Okay.
Probably just a little younger than the eldest son.
Okay.
Cool.
And we'll take intermission there.
Yee.
Yay!
10 minutes ago.
Do it.
Not that far.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, welcome back. So you just finished talking to Sam. Sal, sorry. And you are now in the lobby of the poorhouse, unattended. What do you want to do?
So, really quick, definitely that name has come up before. I think that we should,
Which captain?
sorry.
Dorsif.
Mogdal, the other one.
Yes.
Yeah, Dorset Mogdal, yes.
Oh,
I
cat.
have heard his name, so it's something that we should definitely be interested in.
I heard it when?
Arteo.
Oh, the tale told you about this Dorsif
Yes.
Mogdal.
Yes.
What was the tale?
Hmm?
What was the tale?
The one that followed us.
He told you about that, and then she just told us about it.
Correct.
Do you know where he is?
In the captain's district, but
Does that mean only like ship captains can go there?
no, I believe anyone can go there, but
Also, we have the favor of Lord Jimson. They would probably let us in.
Are you saying boat captains live there? Like, why is it called the captain's district?
I believe because boat captains live there. That's been my understanding, at least, of this town.
So if someone was, say, the co-captain of a boat, they could get in.
You keep saying that. Are you a co-captain of a boat?
I think so.
I think as long as you're like
Hey.
recognized, maybe.
He was pretty drunk when he said it. I can't remember his name, and I don't think I remember the name of the boat 100%. But I remember something happening along the lines of that.
Was this the night with the spider?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
I think if I think he would remember if I showed up and reminded him.
Probably.
I was a gorilla at the time.
Yes. It was.
I think I'll be easy to remember.
I think someone would remember.
What now?
A
Gorilla, you say?
Yes.
I mean,
I
remember
haven't
something
seen
like that.
one of those in years.
Enough for me to feel confident to tell them I'm a boat captain.
Yes, he didn't tell me the name of the captain. He just said that you were co-captain of the Trout Chaucer.
Trout Chaucer. Yeah, I never got his name. You ever just bond with someone and you don't catch their name, but you're just like, you know.
Yes. Often.
Mm.
And then you go home and your friends are like, "Hey, who'd you hang out with today?" And you're like, "I don't know, but they were really cool."
Yeah.
Mm.
You wanted to go to Cannery?
Perhaps we should check your lead first. It
Oh.
sounds more promising.
Not the Dorset. We can't go to Dorset yet.
Oh,
Sal said she would get us a meeting with him.
No, that
Or
was
spoke on us.
that was
often.
That was
staggered.
different.
That was
Oh,
staggered.
it was staggered. Oh.
Staggered.
Oh, then we can go to Dorset. Okay.
Layout of the town. Do we know if we can hit the cannery on the way to the captain's?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
They're actually pretty close by.
since we're right here, could jump over to the cannery, take a look.
What are we looking for at the cannery?
Cranthor seemed interested in at least checking it out. Yes.
Are you?
I would like to at least meet these Gundersons.
I have to ask. Are you curious about the missing son, or are you just wanting to eat fish?
A healthy amount of
I mean,
I can respect it.
he was also saying he was helping out with like another humanitarian endeavor on behalf of the Gundersons.
Right, and the warehouse was mentioned in that. But to be honest, I don't know about you guys. I'm hungry. You guys walked into a bar. I didn't get a chance to go in, so if you guys ate, you fucking ate, really. So
You want to
I'm
go?
definitely down for the cannery if there's some food.
You
there.
want
Now,
good
to
berry?
be fair, we got through appetizers before you went, "Hey, we gotta go." So we got up and went, "Hey, we gotta go." And then we saw you chasing our fight off.
Well, hopefully it wasn't going to
I
be
would like a
one,
good
but
berry.
just in case.
Yeah, well, handy
Yeah.
one.
I haven't gotten into a good fist fight in a while.
They had
Right?
weapons. I
That's
don't-
how I felt.
They had weapons. I don't know
Why-
if it was going to be a fist fight.
What do you
It
guys-
could always be a fist
Why
fight.
don't you guys fight each other?
We have done that before.
They have.
It's pretty satisfying.
I mean, I imagine there's a spot on Jefferson's estate that we can actually probably do that. Do some
We're
training.
here on business, Cranthor. We can wait.
Do some training, tonight.
Which we're adults. But we can spar when we get home.
Let's definitely do that.
Where are you guys going?
Cannery.
Could you run away the cannery?
All right.
Yeah.
So the cannery proper, as you're coming up to, is a really large building that just kind of dwarfs everything else nearby.
What's it made out of?
So it is a lot of timbers with kind of these stone columns between them, and then there are like metal bandings that go around the building. A wrought iron fence that's about 8 feet tall and has those little like spiked turrety bits around it. Circles the entirety of the thing. You see there's kind of a yard area that surrounds the building with like some picnic tables and stuff like that out there. You see some refuse bins and things nearby that are kind of full at the moment since you're getting here about
Pretty late in the evening.
3:34
Or
right
afternoon.
now. Yeah. You come to the gate, and there are two individuals who have the Gunderson logo on them, which is just, it's like a vessel that like goes across it, and then just carved into it is just this G on like the side of the base of the ship, but I can't think of what that's called.
The whole.
The hull. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's just two of them out there. They have their weapons are not drawn, but each of them has what appears to be a long sword, a crossbow on their back, a shield, and they are both wearing what appear to be like basically half plate armor.
What approach do you think we should take? Can we do the same thing we did with Gelma's and say we heard about a potential humanitarian thing and we want to help with, or should we just come up and say, hey, we'd like an audience? We're researching the disappearance of a noble.
I like the second option.
Just be honest.
Straight and to the point.
All right.
Don't shoot me. You go ahead.
Oh, I didn't mean I this.
Yes,
is-
no, go ahead, Etta.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
shit about fish.
I mean,
I don't know.
Cranthor, I think, is the expert on fish.
Mm-hmm,
But-
mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, man, y'all staring at me.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'll walk up to the
Yeah.
guards then.
Cranthor's right behind you.
Okay. Yeah. So you come. You're already like stacked your ass, and then Cranthor behind you. The guard is. He does see you coming, and then he goes like looking at you, and you see him look up at the TORTLE. I don't suppose you're here looking for a job, are ya?
No, not at the moment.
wait. What's it pay?
Well, I could sit you down with the person who does the hiring.
Who's that?
Jim.
Just Jim?
Yeah,
Is he like a manager?
kinda.
Is he your boss?
Nah. Does give me my goal at the end of the week, though.
Okay, so he's kind of important around here.
He likes to think so.
Yeah, I think this guy's looking for a job.
Wait, what? No,
Right.
we're getting sidetracked.
Can I insight check Xavier? Try to figure out what he's doing.
I don't know what's happening. Go ahead.
Toss it like you're throwing a
Yeah, he
marble.
does. I know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just do it, and sometimes
like-
it works.
Whoa!
I was like, ah!
From the shoot.
I'm always impressed by it.
It's a 13.
13. Are you trying to hide anything, or?
No, we're here to talk to someone important. He thinks this is the fastest way to do it.
Alright, sure.
Yes, I am looking for a job.
Okay. I can't say I've seen a turtle work in the cannery before, but
We are excellent fishermen.
yeah, I don't doubt it.
It
I'll
smells
let you
delicious.
guys in, I suppose. Are you all here for a job?
Yes. Sure. Why not?
I'm not. I'm here to just support my friend while he's looking for a job.
Oh, well, you have to wait outside.
He needs a lot of support, man. He hasn't had a job in months.
Hey, this is his emotional support person. Have you ever heard of these?
I critically failed.
Look.
Oh, inspiration.
Ah, there you go.
Excellent.
Hey.
23.
Okay, I'll allow it for the interview, but realize every day he comes to work, he can't just be looming over.
Oh no, I think once he gets the job, his confidence will just go up.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, I know what that's like. I had a nephew of mine, couldn't find work for months, turned into a shell of a man.
Sorry for your loss.
No, eventually he found work peeling potatoes and worked his way up. Now he's
Honorable
a sous chef somewhere.
Nice.
Lovely.
Anyway, come on.
Alright, I guess we go in.
Yeah, the wrought iron gate opens up before you, and you parade inside. As you approach the large metal doors, they just slide sideways for you. Loud. Those glowy lights that the street lamps have at night, they have those inside, and the lobby kind of just like has this bright, slightly pulsing light, and you're lit up. There's like a cheap carpet that's all across the floor, and it's kind of messy. It's dirty. You see like obvious like routes where like a lot of boots have walked on. And you're led through a couple of corridors until you come to it's a large room where someone has made a ton of little rooms out of very thin partitions that are just kind of around. And you're led to one of these small box areas, a little 10 by 10 area.
Yes. I mean,
With your passive insight, you would know Cranthor has no idea what's going on or what to
think I
do.
do. Now I've been in this type of area.
I'm never taking lead on anything ever again.
you didn't It's fine.
Jim? You see a guy just like writing notes on a piece of parchment in front of him. Looks up and goes, Oh, more high reese.
Yeah.
Come in, have a seat. I have 2 seats. There are more of you. Yeah,
it's alright. Some of us
cram
can
in.
stand. Yes, of course.
So yeah, you guys all compress yourselves into a 5 by 10 area.
Mind the
Oh, God.
spikes on the ship.
Basically, you are just like humanoid sardines on the opposite side of this guy's desk as he kind of. Yeah, I'm Jim, and he like lurches out of his chair and goes forward to like shake hands.
Now Cranthor will shake his hand.
Yeah, down the line.
So everyone's here to work at the cannery. Does everyone have 2 functioning arms?
Yes.
Check.
Do we all just
Yeah, we're just like, wait, what?
I flex. I don't know what y'all did, but I flex.
Do any of you feel you would have a hard time not eating the product?
No.
Roll a deception.
Emma's side-eyeing Cranthor so hard right now.
Oh God. That is a 4.
Oh God!
You just hear, maybe scribble something down.
Hey, you might be perhaps better suited as God in your lovely establishment. So tell me, Jim, you are an important person here, yes?
I would think so. I keep track of everyone who works here and what they make and when they get paid.
Oh, so you're quite the high-level manager.
I should think so.
I And I agree, you are. You are such an important cog in this machine. Without you, well, the rest of the machine might just fall apart.
Probably. You know what? I think this place would just go to hell in a wheelbarrow if I wasn't here.
You are indeed an important person. So, how do we talk to someone who would know anything about the... we are trying to find out a little bit more about the Aranus. Jemison, I believe. Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Oh, alright. We were told that he does some volunteer
He
work.
doesn't work here.
No, volunteer work.
You're losing me.
Are you aware of any
No.
humanitarian outreach, like initiatives that the Gundersons are taking?
Oh, they do like charity drives and stuff like that. They like buy things for people, like boats.
Mm-hmm.
Who is in charge of that?
I think I would be very good at that portion of the Gunderson machine.
Well, normally I just get notes from messengers to deposit funds to different accounts to pay for things.
Oh, really?
Well, me and some of the other guys, but yeah. And as this is going on, you see kind of anyone who's a passive of 15 or higher, there's like individuals who are coming out from like these little partitions and like sticking their heads over, just kind of split up along the in this room, just all kind of like.
It's like a call center, and like everybody's listening
Yeah.
to a weird conversation in the call center.
It's like office space.
Yeah.
There's a guy holding his red stapler.
Just the office. There's
No.
some guys like covered in like presents.
In terms of like people, if you wanted to meet someone, I could take you down to the lines. In fact, that's kind of what's next. Get to show you where you can do canning,
Oh, there's
where
a
we throw
tour.
away the parts we don't use, where we go to like sort jars and make sure they're not cracked. The person who has to be at the end of the process, make sure everything's sealed tightly.
Bronwyn starts rubbing her head.
Edda's eyes are
Granthor
glazing
looks
over.
genuinely interested in this.
Yeah, I mean, he.
Well, maybe we'll do a one shot about the logistics of a cannery.
No. Thank you.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not
Granthor
sure.
looks very interested in this.
You can show him. Just him. Unless you want to go to
We
Jim.
have
So,
a mission.
Yes.
It's beginning to seem like this guy has no actual
Yeah,
power
he's a
or
bureaucrat.
attachment to anyone who matters here. You are inside the building.
Hey, alright. Well, Jim, Tim,
Jim.
Tom.
Jim.
Oh, yes. Rufus, thank you so much for your time. But we really should be going.
How do we get to the human resources humanitarian department?
Oh, that's me.
What? Wait, but you don't know who Jimson's son is?
He doesn't work here.
But he wasn't volunteering?
We don't do that.
Who told us he volunteered here?
I don't
It
remember.
was,
To be fair, what you were told was not that he was volunteering, like going to the cannery and volunteering. He
No, there was
volunteering,
something.
and the Gundersons were so affiliated somehow.
yeah. How would one go about getting an audience with
Priscilla.
Priscilla? I was looking for a title and I lost it.
I guess the owner.
Lady Gunderson?
Lady, yeah.
Lady Gunderson.
Big boss.
Lord
Oh,
Gunderson? I don't know.
Oh, Lady P. Ha ho. That's
Lady
big
P?
stuff.
Lady P.
Well, if you want to be stuffy about it, Lady Priscilla.
Alright. I'm just questioning the choice.
I'd say if you're going to work out on the floor, you want to be a little more relaxed than that.
True. Yeah.
I look like I want to walk on the floor.
Why are you here?
We're just trying to get in the building.
We want a meeting with Lady Priscilla.
Thank you
That's
for
why
saying it
we're
that
here.
way.
If you're someone who should have a meeting with her, you'd know how.
Runwin, how do we get him? How do you seek an audience with a noble that's not apparently accessible like Lady Gelma?
You send a written letter first. They receive the letter. They decide whether they want to send you one back or not. After doing so, this can take a number of
Where does
days.
she
Yeah,
live?
right.
Oh, alright. Or you could do that.
I don't want to tell you.
Yep, that's
I mean,
fair.
that's fair.
Granthor!
Mm-hmm.
I think you
Stick
do.
him up just a little.
Yeah, I
No,
think you
why
do.
are we
Wait.
threatening him?
Wait.
Stop it.
Are you doing
Aye.
anything on that, or?
Oh, I can roll on it. Let's see here. Cass, I think that's a 14, but let me see.
Better than just leaving.
Oh, 15.
15, okay.
And do you do anything in particular other than just kind
Just leans in a little bit and kind of puts his hand on the desk.
Okay. Do I need to get security?
No, he's sorry. We're leaving. I'm sorry. Come on, out. Out.
What a
Like,
sad
start pushing
little man and
people.
a sad little existence that you have.
Irving, thank you for your help. I'm sure you do a
Yes.
great
Don't
job.
listen to him.
That's pretty big.
Don't listen to him.
You're doing a wonderful. You do
Everyone's
really
just
good at your
pushing
job.
Cass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just-
Insults at this man.
At what point do Cranthor and Etta just pick him up under his armpits and
Oh
walk
no,
out?
Cass will walk out, and he does think that this is,
Bye,
a sad little
Bill.
person.
It's nice
His
to meet
name's
you.
Jim.
It's Jim! Thank you, Jim! God, that was terrible. What happened to just going up and asking?
Asking who?
I got carried away.
We're going for mine. Oh my goodness.
At the end of one of these halls, the hall of partitions you're in, there's a guard, and he kind of walks forward and walks back out into the
Yeah.
entrance.
So, next place on our list.
Yes.
I forget what it was.
Mog dolls, right?
Oh, Mogdol, yes.
Dorsif
Dorsif,
Mogdol.
yes.
Yes.
Who said he was volunteering here?
No one said he was
Well,
volunteering.
Or like working with these guys?
Madame
Sal.
Gelma insinuated, right? It was Madame Gelma that insinuated he was doing some work with a
She said that he was
outreach.
doing side projects. I think
Sal.
Sal's the one who mentioned that is the one who said the Gundersons
We're involved.
specifically.
Okay, so Sal was the one. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, later on, I'll go back and rewatch this, and if that's not true, then
Yeah, no,
it was Sal.
It was Sal.
Okay.
Editing.
No.
We're good enough at that to go back. And
Is that? Oh, that is you.
It's me.
Oh.
Right, Captain's District, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So to figure out where this individual lives, one way you can do is you can ask around with an investigate, which I would allow you to use charisma for if you wanted.
Mm.
I would prefer not to do that. I prefer just my intelligence if I'm rolling.
How many of us are rolling? Can we all roll?
Who all? Yeah, I mean, if you guys are doing it all different roles, you're splitting up to do it. Like you're asking different people around town.
Okay.
To find this specific captain?
Yeah, because you're trying to figure out where he lives right now.
Okay.
Correct?
Are
Yeah.
we waiting to get to the captain's quarters to ask around then? Or the captain's area to ask around?
Sure.
You can all go in the same area, but if you're going to all roll, you.
So we can just get into the captain's district with no issues. We can just walk in there and start looking
Yeah,
for
they
this
don't
guy.
stop you from like entering.
Okay. Alright. Y'all use charisma to look
Anyone
around.
who's that well too, they don't live in town.
Okay. I think that's what Sierra was wondering, if we could just walk in there. I got a 17.
17. All right.
10.
10. Anybody else rolling?
Mm-mm.
22.
22.
Nice.
For those who are not rolling, who are you traveling with?
Probably Xavier.
Xavier?
Um,
If Cass or Runwin or Xavier?
yeah. Now, if we're splitting up, you got one big person going that way. I'll be the other big person going the other
Yeah.
way.
Okay. So they are not together.
Yeah, no, we're.
No,
yeah.
you're not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd probably stick with Runwin.
All right. Cass, you don't turn anything up. Some people are like, kind of, why are you asking? He's not a very important guy.
He's more looking for clues as to where it might be, less so asking people. More keeping an eye out, looking for
Oh,
something that
Like,
would
does he have an
indicate.
estate?
Right,
or
that's
anything
what
like
he's.
That I would require intelligence on for that sort of an investigation.
That is what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just I didn't roll high.
Okay. All right. Yep. No, you still don't find it. Next,
17.
17 for Xavier. You come across some people, chat them up. They wonder if maybe you're looking to collect like some drinking money or something that he owes you.
Oh, nice.
But they aren't able to give you a specific address, but they know he lives in kind of the more rundown part.
Okay.
That's on the edge of the captain's district as opposed to the nicer, bigger buildings that are further north.
Okay.
So they can give you like a sub-district to look in.
All right.
And then Runwin.
22.
22. Yeah, you approach a couple of captains who are kind of talking amongst themselves, and as you ease yourself into the conversation, and you're able to learn from them the exact place and description of Dorsif's home.
Okay, that is what I will wait for the group to regroup, and then I will tell them exactly what I have found.
All right, you come together. None of you are accosted along the way.
Huzzah! Oh, sorry.
All right. But yeah, everyone is in the know. Heading straight there.
Yeah.
All right, you come to a small home. It's 2 stories, but still fairly humble looking. Probably no more than about 30 feet long and 20 feet wide, thatched roof.
But still a nice house.
Compared to the ones next to it, it's shabby. Like, it's better than like old town homes. And its size is similar to those in like shops in the market district.
It's a nice house.
Now you've seen far grander though.
Yeah, but it's a nice
Recently.
house.
But yeah, it's got a humble construction material and style to it, and you don't see any lights on from inside. It's about, let's say, 5 p.m.ish now, so streets are pretty empty.
Wait. Before you, is this a situation where he might try and like run away?
You shouldn't. I wouldn't think
I'd
so.
like to see him outrun me.
Do you think one of us should watch the back of his house?
Sure. Castle member out the house.
All right, you knock, a few moments go by, no answer. Nothing.
Wait. Try the. Yeah.
Nothing.
Is there a back door? Like, so there is a back door, right?
There is, so there's a back door, there's a side door, but there are also windows that are at the ground level. You don't see any movement through them. But yeah, there's still no one home, it seems.
Castle and strut door.
Locked.
Thief stools.
What the fuck?
I'll roll stealth too,
Okay.
and that's at advantage with the hood. That's an 18 plus 11, so
You
Yeah,
get too
29.
upset with the easy stuff.
Okay,
This is
so
nothing.
because your passive is pretty good, I will let you know that as you are doing this, there are not a lot of people in the streets, but there are a few nearby. One of them is dressed up like this town's equivalent to a guard. They've got the pike.
oh, then no, it's thief stools are
Yeah.
Yeah, you start like reaching and you like look over. No, okay.
It's like in Skyrim with the eye.
Stop. You said
Yeah,
you have to stop.
you crouch down and they just get right back up.
Can they see me?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, if he saw guards, he wouldn't be.
Yeah, you can't wait. He is walking by.
Can I make a perception check, like, front of the house? Like, does anything look out of place, disturbed? Is there anybody, like, on the street looking at us funny?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is people looking at us.
Yeah,
It's a 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're looking specifically for it, you do see poking out of a nearby home, in fact, the next door, is someone who's like,
Is it nosy neighbor vibes?
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks to be, it's a older person. You can't see them too well through the glass, but it's it's just like a wrinkly face kind of pressed up next to the glass.
So I see that was my passive.
I'm gonna say no, since you specifically weren't looking for that.
Okay.
He doesn't. I don't think he's home.
Yes. I do know that whenever someone is trying to reach my family and we're not... What am I talking about? We're always
Don't you take...
We just ignore them. However, whenever we ignored them, they then promptly went to our neighbor's home and tried there.
Yeah, there is somebody looking out the window.
Oh! That makes this easy. Which one?
Pointed out.
Oh, perfect.
I wave.
Trudge over.
Just stares back.
I put up a one finger. I'll start walking over too.
The face disappears from the window.
When they do that, I want to go to the back of the house where Cass is.
Okay.
I rolled a 29 stealth. I imagine he still sees me though, because I'm right there.
Yeah, like there's nothing really to hide behind here. Like once he's in this, because
There's line of sight.
it's open on
like,
three sides,
yeah.
and then there's like a bit of an alley between that and another property it's close to. But there is you're in broad daylight still. You're just kind of inconspicuously leaned up against the building.
I don't want to take away from the conversation they were about to have. I just want you to know where I was going.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you go knock on the door.
Yeah, I knock.
Okay. Expectantly, like you don't even get through like that.
Yeah.
It just opens up. and then the individual there goes, I don't want any.
Oh, I'm not a salesman. Thank you though.
I'm not trying to sell me one of those boxes.
No, I don't really see the appeal. There's only so long you can keep seafood fresh. Like, why would you subscribe to that when you can just go to the market and get it, or send somebody to the market? I don't. Anyway, you were watching us through the window, and I had a couple questions for you if you got the time. I take out.
Who are you?
I take out a gold piece.
Yeah, he pulls out. He opens up and he's missing a few.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here.
Another one cracks out.
Like, hey man, it's real. I mean, you don't have many of those left. I bet you know a lot about what goes on around here, don't you?
I have some idea. And he
Yeah.
puts in a little satchel on his side.
What's your name?
My name? Roderick.
Roderick. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Roderick. I'm Mournful. This is Etymolric. This is Mournful. And that's it. That's all. Yeah.
You're a big bastard, ain't ya?
Aye, that I am.
Wow. They do grow big in the swamp.
Fighting alligators since he was a wee pig.
I bet. I'd love to see you row on a boat. Do the work of 5 men.
Probably. Anyways,
If I was a captain, I'd pay you top dollar to be in my crew.
Jesus Christ, that was
Thank
a lot of job
Yeah, you get a
opportunities
lot of
here.
job offers.
apparently Bosch's bounty is where it's at, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever job.
Why did I go down there with those freaking knolls? Oh my god.
I know, right? This
is.
I think
I
it
should have just went a little bit.
I was
just
2 days.
racism.
That's all I would have taken.
Oh shit.
Regrets. Anyways, you had questions.
Yeah, just curious. You know when about your neighbor gets home? Mr. Mogdal? Captain Mogdal?
Well, he's a captain.
Yeah.
For another gold piece, I might be able to recall.
Well, you already got one. There might be more forthcoming if you have more answers after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Late.
Late?
Yep.
How late?
Well, right now, 1 gold piece says late.
Well, 1 gold piece also says we can sit on his front porch till he gets home.
Oh, it's pretty late.
Really? That's fine. We ain't got nowhere to go. I want to know how late, and I want to know if he gets visitors very often. And I'll hold up another gold piece.
Little before midnight, normally when he gets home. Then,
visitors. I've seen a few recently, but normally I see him leaving more than I see people coming.
Okay. I'll hand it over.
What sort of people did these visitors look like?
Normally, the other, I assume, dark folk. I mean, there's light, but it's not that good. They walk pretty quick. Guessing they're all evil.
Mm-hmm. Any altercations take place here?
No, not really.
No?
No.
Do you know where he normally frequents before he comes home?
I think he comes home right after he's done working.
So he's out on the lake right now?
That would be my guess.
Okay.
Oh, this is not necessarily important. However, why is he one of the less popular, I mean, there are obviously some very lovely homes, and it's not to say that this isn't a lovely home as well, it's just in comparison. No, not your home. Your home is spectacular. I mean,
That's what I thought you meant.
I meant Dorsiv's. Dorsiv's is not as nice as some of these other homes that I see, at least in comparison, especially in comparison to your home.
His home is like only slightly better. It's the same like
One windows.
construction with like some house plants and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
I figured.
I put in the work. That's
Yeah.
why mine's better.
Obviously, and anyone could tell. Why then is he one of the lower end captains?
Well, he's young.
Oh.
I mean, I've had to work to be like 10 years older than him when I first became a captain. Because he does all that fancy shipping work instead of fishing like an honest day's work.
Oh, he does more shipping.
Yeah. Talks about some kind of trade route he's got going to the big city up the coast.
The big city. I'm sorry, I'm not from around here. So I'm not quite familiar with the names of this region, and I can't.
It's not on there.
It's not on there.
Okay. I can't read. Period. She says as she continues to write. Under shipping and trade routes. Please don't die on me, pen. I need you.
Help if I click on right time.
Yeah, he does a bunch of trips to.
Make sure that's the right. No, that's the.
Nice.
I'm less pleased with the face now.
Loading. Please wait.
Spin.
Yeah.
Spin.
Buffering.
Awesome. I could save your minute.
Yeah.
It's not payment.
Haven't heard that word since the 90s.
I have one. I
You have
ordered one. I have one. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks like Shaggy.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful.
With the shield?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, the port city of Degramar.
How
spell it?
do you spell that?
DEGRAMMER.
Bad grammar. It's like bad grammar.
The grammar.
Is that mostly what he does? Just the shipping route?
No,
between
it's all
here
he
and there?
does. I don't think he's caught a fish in his life.
Yeah. Does he ever do transport? Things like that?
Well, that's shipping.
I mean, private transport. Like, do people hire him out to go places?
Oh, I mean, I haven't seen his train manifests or anything like that. I imagine you'd have to talk to him to see those yourself.
Well, I just didn't know if you'd heard rumors or anything like that.
Nah, he doesn't talk all that much. Not a very neighborly sort.
Well, that's downright unfortunate.
Bit rude, if you ask me.
Especially since he has such a lovely neighborhood such as you.
Waiting on a bit thick there.
I don't know if you noticed, but it was always thick.
It's always been thick.
It's molasses over here. There is only molasses. It doesn't get watered down. There's just...
Anything else you're looking to know?
What's the strangest thing you've seen on the lake?
You got a coin in it for me?
This guy's making bank today.
Well,
He is rent for the month.
Probably.
That's alright, I can deal with that.
one time my crew was out there. Like, way out there.
Oh, you
Looking
going
for
to
a
Santa?
big catch. Not all the way, but further out than most people go.
Well, that's a dangerous place to be.
We caught one of those, Vosh touch. Full grown. End of a fishing
Oh my
line.
god.
Couldn't get it off the damn line. Nearly took off one of my deckmate's hands.
I would like to see one of those in action.
You have seen one?
No, I mean like,
Up in the water.
yeah, like fighting. That would be cool.
They're voracious. You gotta watch out for them.
Right, thanks for your help, thanks for the information.
Sounds like they grew up wild. I mean, oh. Sorry, Andrew's doing her best to keep back every sarcastic comment she has because it's not working. Okay.
What was your name?
Since
Since we're being neighborly.
Roderick.
It was Roderick. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember him.
Pretty good name, actually.
That's a good
Yeah.
name.
Solid name.
Well, thank you for your help, Mr. Roderick.
Now, of course. Now, you come back anytime you want to know some more information. I'll be more than happy to help you.
I love gossip.
Well, of course.
All right. Have a lovely day, Roderick.
Oh, you too.
I hope the boys aren't getting into trouble.
Oh, they're the boys. They're already in it. What happened?
So, yeah. So the door shuts, and a little bit after you walk off his porch, you see his face pressed back up against the glass.
Like no smudge print.
Yeah, it's like
all over his
pushed in
glass.
against it.
Got a little bit of the forehead too on there.
Put all his points into perception. Get his money's worth.
Yeah, this late in his life, yeah, I was trying to get it.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're making our way back to the front porch of Dorsef's house.
All right, you walk 20 feet away,
Yeah,
and you're there.
yeah, and we're waiting for Xavier
Saint
and
Xavier.
Yeah, I went to the
Yeah.
back of the house when they went.
Yeah, so you guys have
They
been there
open
for a
me
few
knock
minutes now.
again and they
He rolled like a 29 stealth. I don't know. Do I see
I'm
him?
still standing. I'm in
Yeah,
the
it's
alley.
more
I'm
looking
just leaning against the
conspicuous
alley.
than
Oh,
like,
okay.
not be visible.
So you probably don't see what he's doing, but you see him.
Did you see anything interesting back here?
The door that's locked.
I mean, that doesn't seem like it should be much of an issue for you.
No, I happened to see a guard over that way, so I was giving it a minute.
Is that guard still there when I look over there?
By this point, he's walked away.
Yeah, which is what Cass was waiting for.
Yep.
Knowing that, since the guard's
Is there-
gone.
I'll look around. Is there anyone that might care about this?
So yeah, you're just going to use your passive.
Yes.
With your passive, it looks like you don't have anyone's attention at the moment. After you guys kind of split up as just a group that was clustered around this guy's porch, anyone who was looking your way lost interest once you'd gone about your
Okay.
business.
Can I stand in a way to kind of block him?
Do you have stealth as a trained skill?
I'm proficient in it.
Then you can, I'll say that you can assist whatever Cass is doing, or you can roll your own roll to see if you can
I'll help him.
Okay.
I kind of want to just him behind me, and I stand kind of just blocking what he's doing a little bit if I can.
Okay. Yeah. So they probably won't see you.
Want me to go with him? Cass will pull out thieves' tools.
So you think this guy is who escorted the son across the lake?
More so, he's got something to do with him. I was propositioned to basically talk to you all, and we turn a blind eye and not help out. Jimson find his son. So
Do you think what we're about to do will help us find the son, Cass?
potentially depends on what we find.
If it'll help us find him, I think we should do it.
That Cass will go ahead. So he's assisting. I assume he can't assist the sleight of
I'm also
hand,
proficient in
right?
lockpicking.
Oh,
You can only assist one at a time. So let's say if you want to try to hide it, you can't also help with the lockpicking.
Also still lockpicking.
Okay, so you'll just turn around then and be like, do this. Come on.
Alright, yeah. You can do this.
Oh yeah, 18 plus 8.
Yeah, just kind of like pop it in there, like flick it around a little bit, like get the just the doorknob, just give it a little love tap in it, just pops open.
Yep.
I like the way you do that.
Cass will open the door slowly.
Yeah, it opens. It does not explode.
y'all didn't check it for traps.
Man.
What about
Just
alarm?
expecting a fireball.
Man.
Don't hear one.
I think it's silent if it's.
So, yeah, well, I was going to say it depends. You can cast it either where it actually has one or where it's
Oh,
an
yeah.
internal.
But you are
So-
inside. You went through the side door, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Over in this section of the house, there is what appears to be kind of a pantry layout. There's some cookware laying around. There's like a knife set. There's a sink.
As we're moving through the house,
After he picks the lock, I want to cast Pass Without a Trace on both of us.
Okay.
and then Cass would want to roll first. Well, stealth, and then investigation as well as we're
Okay.
moving through the house.
30 stealth.
39.
39.
I disappear.
You are, yeah, the, like, even if there was a footfall before, like, where you step, like, dust, like, moves in. To
Yeah.
wherever
Yes.
Yeah, you move as stealthily as possible.
I just want to stick with Cass. I'm not much for investigating, but
What is your investigate roll?
Oh, I haven't done that one yet. Because advantage for the. Terrible. That's only 12.
Okay.
Something had to give.
I have negative intelligence, so that's all you.
So, with that,
Primarily looking for desks, looking for bedroom, anywhere that's going to potentially have documents or
okay,
correspondence of some sort.
you are able to figure out that you probably should go upstairs. And you work your way up, and there's only 3 rooms, so it's pretty easy to narrow it down to which one's the study. That door is locked.
What are we looking for, Cass?
Hopefully anything that will tell us what the fuck is going on in this town, specifically where Jimson's son might have gone, or where typically they go. And he will go ahead and work to pick that lock then.
can I assist with that again?
He will check for traps this time.
Good call.
Oh, and you're assisting as well, right?
With the lock picking.
Oh wait, sorry,
not
yeah, the
with
intelligence roll, yeah. There's definitely no traps. That's a 2 on the die.
Got it.
So,
No.
yep.
Yeah, this looks real safe. Let's do this.
Awesome.
Oh.
That is a, let's see, 5 plus 8, so 13 on that one.
So you're kind of jiggling the lock, and there's a clicking sound, but it's not the lock popping open.
Oh no.
You guys are at this point walking back from your conversation with Robert, and the glass shatters out of the top story windows, and flaming pieces of paper drift down to the streets below. You guys at the door, it kind of bows out a little bit, but you are unharmed.
Okay.
Whatever happened inside of the room you were trying to enter.
We should leave.
I grabbed one of the pieces of flaming paper, just like. Alright.
Should we? This makes me more curious.
Uh,
Who the hell rigs their house to explode?
That doesn't matter at the moment, because that definitely drew attention.
I start walking away.
Yeah, anyone at the streets, you do see people like looking around for like the source of the noise. And
All right, what's
the flaming confetti that is spiraling out of the house.
Cass
is
wants to go
drawing
down and
attention.
out.
Is the house on
Not
fire
yet.
now?
Not yet.
Is the door still intact, or
It
can
is.
that open?
You imagine it'd be easier to break down now.
Cass, I think we need to take one look around, man. We came this far. Come on.
Just do it.
Fine, fuck it. Breaking in the door?
Yeah, sure. I'll shape shift to a gorilla again.
All right. Give me a strength athletics if that's better.
Together, or assist him better,
I don't
or
think he has proficiency in athletics.
I do now as the gorilla.
Nope, I was gonna say acrobatics is what I've got.
It's on me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
26.
Yeah, you line up your shoulder with the door and just barge through, just taking the whole thing with you.
Nice.
The room. The inside of the room is on fire. There's a central desk and a few shelves that look like they once held a lot of paper that's just scattered throughout the room. Things are just kind of randomly on fire everywhere. An investigate check to find what you're looking for will happen at disadvantage.
Wait, hang on. Is this so? We come back from our thing. You say, I hope the boys are in trouble, and I say, oh, I know they probably are. Yeah, it's okay. No, just get this.
The timing was perfect. Yes.
Oh, damn it, it's at disadvantage only with 7. I was gonna say the first roll was great, but...
Yep. So with a 7, you get like a half-burned piece of paper that you like in a pile of what is mostly disintegrated. And at a glance, you see like it's like instructions for a bundt cake.
Do I see a safe or anything that might jump out at me as important that I can try and grab before?
Not from where you're at in the room.
Okay.
If you want to take a round doing like a lap to see if you can find it, I will allow you to roll perception at disadvantage or use your passive -5.
I'll take the disadvantage. 12.
Okay. With a 12.
Or 14, sorry.
Okay, with a 14, as you are kind of running throughout the room, when you get behind the desk, you notice that most of the doors have blown out, but the central one is still fastened shut.
You want to... Well, I can't talk as a gorilla. I'll wave Cass over. and
I
point
assume I
towards-
see that.
Yeah,
Then,
that's obvious enough.
then I will go ahead and go over there. And if it's still there...
It is pickable, yeah.
The trap just went off. I'm going to try to look for a trap really quick.
You will do so at disadvantage.
Ooh, even at disadvantage, that is 18.
18. Yes, you detect that there's a poison dart trap in here.
Alright, I'm going to try to disarm that first.
Okay.
Nope. That definitely probably hits me. That's only a 12.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
I need to stop rolling this one. Yep, that's going to dice show. That is only... That was a 3 right on the die. 8 at 11.
Okay, so it hits you.
Yep.
You take 17 poison damage,
Holy
Oh.
shit!
and I need you to give me a Constitution saving.
I'm so glad you had a cleric with you.
Cass is out. That's
you,
over half my hit
well,
points.
You
so Cass
actually,
is out.
that's
you,
not-
you
No,
do
no,
not
but-
go unconscious. You become paralyzed.
Why do
You
you keep saying that?
No,
17
that's
is
over half
higher
of his
than
hit
that?
points.
No, that's not a rule we have anymore.
Oh, we
Yeah,
dropped
no,
that?
no, I run
No,
that one.
it's...
He runs that one.
He runs that
Yeah,
one.
we
Yeah.
still have that
Oh, okay.
one.
Yeah.
I thought that one was.
Yeah, he
No,
goes
no.
unconscious
Brandon
just from the
doesn't do
damage.
Oh, okay.
Because you said 17 is what
17,
it took, right?
yeah.
Have we had time to react since seeing this
That is
Oh.
explode?
That's exactly
Or that's
half.
exactly half, sorry.
Exactly half. So it's got to be more than half.
Oh, more than half, then I'm okay then on that one. Then
Yes.
roll
Constitution.
Okay. Same roll.
Oh my god.
You are paralyzed.
Yep.
So you see
Fuck
Cass,
Christ.
trying to like get something that's past the lock with behind it. A dart fires out into him, and he just freezes. Like thieves' tools lodged into this thing.
The
flame
building's
of the
on
room
fire,
is spreading.
right?
Yeah, it is. It is
It's
going to
all on
consume the
fire.
entire room within
Okay,
an hour.
I want to, when I see him that happen, I want to try and grab this thing and just rip it out with my strength.
Okay,
This drawer.
go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, nice. It's 25.
Yeah, so you managed to rip it out just ferocious. When you do this, though, because of the angle everything is at, and because Cass is
Frozen,
it's like completely solid, basically, with the thieves' tools in this thing, you do wind up breaking his tools as you pull this out. The desk, you just get the whole drawer. It just comes free of everything.
Yeah, and I kind of want to scoop him up with my other arm.
Okay.
And see if I can carry him out of here, even though he's paired with the fire.
Sure. So I'm going to need 2 rolls from you.
Mm-hmm.
One is going to be a dexterity to stop the flaming things from around the room from landing in the pile of paper that you're holding. And the other one is going to be, I assume you want to do an athletics.
Would it be faster to go out the way we came in, or I have a climb speed as the gorilla to go out a window?
Those things, you might want to go out a window because you're going fire.
Is there a window
out.
now, or close to me that I
Yes.
could? Okay. Yeah. The dex is a, do you say a save?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically trying to dodge.
The dex save
Rain
is
fire.
a 21.
Okay, yeah, you're able to kind of maneuver it through the falling,
Okay.
flaming debris.
Then an athletics to try and get me and Cass and the papers out the
Yep.
window.
And you'll also have to do this at disadvantage because you're holding a drawer, and I'm assuming Cass is just on over her shoulder, so you have at least one time.
Shit.
I critically failed.
Alright, so bursting out of a window from the
Oh,
top
no.
of this house, a singed gorilla with a
Yeah.
plume of smoke behind him as the...
But I saved the papers, right?
Actually, yeah, the window's already broken, so I guess you just fly out. You just
Oh my god.
launch out. Cass, you tumble off to the ground.
Can I try to catch him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to catch him.
Go ahead, you can give me just a flat dexterity roll.
An exterior
Can I
can't be
assist?
athletic.
Please catch me. I'm gonna die.
It's about actually like coordinating.
I'm not gonna die.
It's just dexterity. A straight dex check.
Straight dex.
Oh my god. A 16?
Yes. So as the gorilla just Cass just flops off.
Oh my god.
He's like, no! And
No!
you reach forward and catch Cass, who still is broken lockpick and
Because he's like probably like frozen,
Yeah.
gripping
Frozen.
this
Yeah.
crap. Yeah.
Jesus H. Christ. What?
and then you fall to the ground like skid, just holding the drawer out.
Yeah.
As you slide
Are we
across
running?
the pavement.
Yeah.
Okay, start running.
You take 9 damage from the fall.
Okay.
I guess we're running.
Since Edda caught me, do I take damage still as well? Or
No, I'll say
Okay.
no.
I'm good at catching things.
I appreciate that.
For plausible deniability, I think also because Runwood's not someone who runs at first. Like she'll say, and you'll ask, "Are we running?" And she'll be like, "Yeah, probably." And she'll, as you start running, she'll probably be just like, "Should be doing something." She's just staring at it like, "This is fine."
So you're still paralyzed though?
And at its arms, yes.
As soon as I hit the ground, I guess then I will transform out of ape and
I'll
what's
veer
the
towards
restoration? On that paralyzation now that we're safe.
Yeah. So you can walk over and
Safe in front of a lot of
you
people.
can disable the poison or the effects of the poison.
Okay. And so I still have these papers though, they're intact?
Yes, you lost a few of them in your fall, but you sold the bulk of them in the drawer.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cass will take those.
I found these in that drawer.
Put them away. Who's
There's a
all
bell
out?
ringing?
Yeah,
in the
who's all out
distance.
here? Yeah,
I
because
think we're all together.
Well, Cass is gonna start looking for guards.
Just run.
Yeah.
Just run.
We're running.
Why look?
Wait, I self-passed without a trace going.
Where are you running to?
I don't know. Am I still? I haven't
Yeah.
passed down.
We should try to sneak.
Sneak
Please
still
put
got
it
out. Let's sneak
Okay,
out.
yeah,
I am
sure,
fine now,
sure,
thank
sure,
you.
sure.
Let's sneak out of here.
You look like shit,
We're
man.
moving. We're talking.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Cass is currently like
Oh, never.
just
yeah, I still have it.
soot covered, singed.
Are we running or sneaking?
Pass without a trace is still going. I passed my
say sneak.
concentration on the
Sneak.
damage from the
Oh,
fall.
nice.
All right, we're
Yeah,
sneaking.
Shall we go? Yes.
I don't have disadvantage on stealth checks anymore.
Oh god damn it!
Thank God for
You have
advantage.
plus 10.
21.
Yeah, you have plus 2.
It's a nat 1 though.
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
I
is
got
the
a
problem.
31
Do you have an inspiration?
on my
No,
side.
I don't. Oh, crap.
As you're slipping off into an alley from the scene where like there's a crowd that's gathered around this thing, and there's like people. There's like some buckets of water, and then you see an individual dressed in priest regalia who's kind of power walking toward.
It's not even running. He's just like.
And as this is going, one of the guards is nearby, points out in your direction as you're fleeing into an alley, and goes, "Tortle!" And,
Oh no!
And then. I assume you were like the last one going
Yeah,
through.
I probably would have been.
Do you want to keep running?
I can't outrun him.
Keep running,
Actually,
man.
yeah, I'm
Come
just gonna
on,
keep running.
moving.
Okay.
Full sprint, 80 feet.
All right. So the no stealth rolls now. You can actually do that at disadvantage still.
Might as well.
Oh,
The stealth.
Yeah.
Try and
Another
try and
one.
shake them.
Oh,
see
are
if
we
I roll
shaking?
another nat 1.
Well, I don't know what the rest of you are doing. Because
I'm assuming we're all running the same way.
right. Well, actually, you're all running, but he's the one that's been spotted. So I don't know if any of you change what you're
He
doing.
outpaces almost all of us.
I will
He will
actually
now.
shift into somebody else and like go down a different alley from everyone else just in case.
Okay.
Just to like split the party a little bit more for shits and giggles.
But yeah,
If they're looking for a certain
This
number
is a Scooby Doo hallway scene.
Do I still get his plus 10 for
you're
this?
within 30 feet of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think less than an hour passed without a trace.
It's been a
21.
while, yeah.
Cass, if he can, will throw ball bearings down behind.
Nice.
So
Okay.
he'll take
Nice.
action, throw ball
This is getting
bearings.
very Scooby Doo like. Yes.
Yep. Hey, I've got a
3 guards are
thousand.
just like.
I've got a
in an
thousand. I
alley.
will just keep. I've got 1,000. I can just keep running. So. Yeah, lots of ball bearings.
Yeah, you let loose a child's lifetime supply of
Hey guys, I never get to use
marbles.
these.
There's a saving throw with it. It's a weapon.
Yeah. It's,
I will drop all 1,000 if I need to. Just to.
you can fill the alley.
Woo! I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Nice.
Well, they sure enough, 3 guards come running around and they all like see forward and kind of like crash into
Their
each
legs
other
just
like
start
this dog pile. And you get away.
Nice. Although they know I'm a turtle and I'm probably the only one in town.
Where are you going to take cover?
Pickle Pete.
Yeah, I think Pickle Patron was where we had originally talked about.
Yeah. That's where Chazloth is, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Going there.
All right. You're able, because that is far enough away from all of us, you kind of get out of like where things are hot at the moment, and you're able to make it there unaccosted. When you arrive, Chazoff's just chatting up a couple of sailors who are at the bar. It's probably about six-ish now.
Do we still have the captain's quarters rented? Or
No.
I did normal rooms for a week, but
Yeah, we got room.
okay, I'll go straight up to one of those
Okay.
and just like kind of like duck into my shell.
All right. Will the party be resting here?
What time is it?
It's only 6 right now.
What are those papers, Cass? I'm super curious.
Oh yeah, once we're upstairs, like
Yeah, you will be able to review them.
Do a couple of us need to stay down in the bar room?
Sure, I'll stay down.
I thought we were
like
just going to look at those papers down here.
We need
oh,
to
I think
be
upstairs probably is better.
visible for that messenger to find us.
Oh, I will stay downstairs.
I'll stay with you.
Do you still look like you or someone else?
Oh, right. Sorry. I'll
No,
go back
yeah,
to me.
Cass would be
We
like,
just have this
"Who
random
the
stranger
fuck
in the
are you?"
room with us.
Yeah, no, it's like some old scraggly man, like just like
Still
most
has a
of my
parasol.
Still has a parasol though, and just like, oh, sorry. Hi. Oh, that's just me. Now I'll look like myself. Well, I'll look like myself. Yes, I'll hopefully, and the messenger will find us.
I'll stay down here. Paperwork's boring.
All right.
You were.
Oh well, then if no one, I'll look at the paperwork. I just I want to know. I just
He
was
has
like-
it.
But
I
yes.
do have it, yeah. Do you...
Yes.
Upstairs?
Then you two stay down here. I'll go.
I'll stay in the bar room.
And Cranthor, you're hiding in one of the rooms.
Wait,
right?
what's this messenger going to tell us if he sees us?
Who knows? You tell us.
Oh man, it's a lot of pressure.
You'll be
It
fine.
might be Sal.
How do I know if it's the messenger?
Yeah,
I
and
think
we'll be
we'll
here
know.
with you.
I don't know. We don't know either.
You're smart. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we? Cass is gonna go upstairs, one of the rooms.
Okay. You get up to the room. You've got the papers.
Is it the one Cranthor's in? He would have just picked one at random.
You guys have, I think, 3 normal rooms.
Yeah, that's what I think I got 3
If we
normal
open
rooms
the
for a
lock
week.
that one and it's like Cranthorpe, we'll just close the door.
Yeah, you see fetal position Cranthor,
Buddy.
just like his head barely poking out of his shell, just staring at you.
Cranthor,
We'll be alright.
you need a
I
drink?
think they saw.
You need a drink, buddy?
Yes.
Castle.
I think they do.
Whiskey? Rum.
Rum.
Castle, hand over a bottle of rum. Have at it. Other room?
Tortle.
Alright. Yes.
So,
Go to a different room then.
Yep.
And Castle pull it out. All the paperwork.
yes, some of it's a little singed, but it's in readable condition. Give me an investigate to piece through its contents.
I am not proficient. Nope.
If you take a long enough amount of time, you will not need a roll.
You know, just take the time it takes, but
If I can, I'll look for patterns quickly
Okay.
with a roll, and then if I can't figure that out, then Castle will take more time,
Okay.
if
go
you'll
ahead.
allow that.
Yes.
16.
Okay. To 16, you are able to figure out that you have a stack of paper that appear to be trade manifests, and they contain a number of goods, like various sorts of chalk, incenses, armor pieces, weaponry, and then a list of kind of miscellaneous items of a somewhat mundane nature. There is an item that is marked as not being able to be delivered, and it appears to be some sort of powder made of diamonds.
so a lot of this sounds kind of like magical components.
Possibly.
Can I roll like an Arcana check to see like
Mhm.
okay.
Can cast as well.
I've got
Yeah.
I'm not proficient, but 19.
You're not proficient, you said?
Not proficient, however.
Okay. Yeah, 19 while not being proficient. This does smack of something where it's like, yeah, if you were going to do like some ritual stuff, a lot of this would be like the things that you'd see around a chamber.
8.
Yeah, you don't get much better.
Ritual bullshit. That's what Castle
And weapons and armor.
is.
There are a few dozen swords and armor pieces and stuff listed on there.
With that, he is proficient in Thieves' Cant. Is there any pattern, any hidden messages within that?
Not within the manifest. What you do find is a letter of request. Basically, the person who arranged the shipment. And you are able to decode an address
Hmm.
that takes that would take you to a very kind of out of the way part of Old Town.
Any names?
No. It is an unsigned letter.
Okay. Any emblems or anything along that line? Seals?
No. So it looks like this did not have wax on it.
Okay. Ronald.
That's me.
This. And he's
Yes.
gonna hold up that letter.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll point out, that's an address. In Old Town.
Oh,
Might be a lead.
all right.
Something interesting for sure to check out.
Sure. I'll put that in the bag. I suggest we should probably burn everything else. Or put it in the bag. I mean, they don't know.
Generally getting caught with things that are
I mean,
not
it's
yours.
the bag. It's...
Right, but if someone thinks of something, doesn't it appear out of it?
Yeah.
So if they thought of the papers that were stolen,
Into the fireplace, then they go.
yes. Is there a fireplace in here?
No, not in these rooms.
Is there a trash can?
Just throw it on there.
Hey, there are chamber pots.
Cass
They haven't
actually.
been used yet.
Cass has a candle. He'll light the candle and then just slowly paper.
All right.
Paper.
It was better than what I was gonna do,
You
which
like
is
open
like
the
Elvish
window and
Blast.
like let that ventilate out. So
Oh yeah, over.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to die of smoke inhalation or have just all these burning fumes. Just, he's already covered in soot.
Yeah, you're
he's-
just like throwing papers in there and just like tilting the urn to go out the window instead of fill the room.
Might want to take a bath, darling. You're sooty. Like, really sooty.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, just thought you
Don't
should.
you have a spell for that?
I'm not your mother. You can take care of yourself.
Right, but it's much faster when you can just be like, oh, clean.
It
I
is
saw
so,
you do it earlier.
it is so much faster, isn't it lovely? Alright, have a great night. I'm going to bed. Ta-ta! Tatty-bye! Toodles!
Right as she leaves, she's just gonna.
Ron will go downstairs to the two that are waiting down there. Well, we've gotten what we can from the information.
What was it?
Not really sure. And maybe a lead, possible lead to an address. In Old Town, apparently. Cassian knows where. And it seems like there might be some. There are a lot of magical components being sent over, and weaponry and armor being sent over that he was using. Those were in the manifests.
What kind of spell components?
Chalk, incense. I know that chalk can be used for teleportation circles. I know that incense is used for find familiar. But not much more than that, right?
The diamond dust.
Oh, and he was unable to provide diamond dust, which I'm not sure.
This stuff is tied in with Jimson's son that's missing? Or this is just like other jobs he was doing besides kind of escorting him?
Can I make with that rune? The runes I've got right now, I've got advantage on Arcana checks. Can I make anything to see if that's?
Yeah, go ahead.
16.
16. You would know that if diamond dust is being used, it's a very expensive ritual by something rather powerful. If it is like chalk, other things, there's a number of uses for that.
Yeah.
A lot of rituals use it for basic casting.
I like to play Foursquare.
Foursquare is pretty damn fun.
Foursquare is.
I mean, diamond dust. You don't get into. That's expensive shit.
Yes.
I know. It's a lot of. I mean, if you're gonna use that much, like if it's that expensive on a spell, and it's
Right.
a
Do you think
spell
that
with oomph.
ties in with Jimson's son, though?
Oh, that I have no idea.
It's a mystery.
I have a
We're
feeling.
putting it together piece by piece. It might, or it might not. I mean, there are a lot of strange things happening with us down. Maybe this was a dead end.
I mean, he did say he took messages every once in a while. It could have been just something he was volunteering for.
Right. I wonder though, if it was. I didn't quite understand it from the manifests. He said it was the 500 gold worth of diamond dust. It was requested.
There wasn't 500.
No price.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just diamond dust in
Yeah.
general. It was requested, like it was ordered or like it was purchased and then it was unable to be provided.
It just was a note that it was not able to be provided.
Okay. Well, the missing diamond dust does pique my interest. Sure. I mean, it's between the Jemsons and my family, there's a long way to travel. A few things do go missing from time to time due to bandits and whatnot. Wonder if this is the same.
What do you think the incense was for?
A number of things. This could be used for many rituals.
I also use incense.
Oh, for
I don't know what you just did to get rid of evil spirits.
oh, does that actually work?
I think so.
Fair. Never really had a problem with evil spirits.
I know more powerful clerics will use diamond dust to reanimate dead.
To reanimate dead?
I think so.
Huh.
It's more my mom's field, but that's a lot of ingredients to kind of.
Your mother reanimates the dead.
No, she's a cleric, but she kind of is much better at it than me. I take a little bit more after my father.
Oh, so she revives someone after they've fallen.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never heard of such a thing. I suppose. Well, no. I suppose I've heard something like that. I'm not very into.
I mean, that's pretty common.
Yes. I mean, not in. I mean, the city. Yeah. People just died.
I mean, you gotta have influence and you gotta have somebody willing to do it for you, but it's not unheard of.
Yes, it's very expensive though.
It just kind of sounds like maybe we're looking for someone along like a cleric that needed these things.
Perhaps.
I hope it's a cleric. It'd really suck if it was a necromancer. I'm kind of necromancered out, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, it's probably a necromancer.
I know.
Yes, and we also need to consider that this person is in Degrama.
Where's that?
It's the city north of here. Apparently, that's where he was making all these trips to.
Are we going to go there?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Right now, we need to probably focus on finding Aranis.
Where's Cass?
I left him to wash up. Worship?
Why didn't you just clean him magically?
Not your mother. I'm not going to clean you every time you make a mess of
I didn't
yourself.
ask you to clean me, I asked you to clean him.
Exactly. Not his mother. I'm not going to clean him every time he makes a mess of himself.
Runwin, we risked our lives to get these papers. You can't clean your friend?
You set off a trap and exploded their home.
We bravely and heroically entered this room, put our own safety to the side to find out what we needed to find Gibson's son. You can't even wash your friend off?
Nope. I stand by it.
Wow.
He's just too sooty for me.
What time is it?
It's still not quite to 7 yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about you all, but it's been a very long day for me. I think I'm going to turn in early.
What about the messenger?
Right.
I'm not tired. I'm just gonna park myself up and sip on this here vinegary alcoholic beverage and see if anybody turns up.
Drinking that again.
It's what's on tap.
It is the signature.
It's an acquired taste. It's getting better.
All right. Well, good night.
What about the messenger?
Well, wake me if you need me.
No, my gosh.
We'll be fine, Xavier.
Worst comes to worst, the messenger gives the note to Jeffrey, and he gives it to us in the morning. I'm not concerned. If you're concerned, you're welcome to stay up. Good Nacht.
You said it's like 7.
Mm.
Yeah.
I had a good.
Everyone
break.
did
I'm
wake
good.
up pretty early, with the exception of Cass this
Mm.
morning.
I'll stay down until about 9:30 or 10.
Okay. Yeah, it's raucous and stuff, but there's no trouble finds you.
Okay.
No sign of a messenger.
Cass would join them after washing up a little bit
Yep.
and have a couple drinks.
Join some drinks. Jeffrey comes by every now and again. Make sure you're getting everything you need.
Feeling all right, man? You were a little bit stiff when I caught you.
Thank you, Xavier, by the way.
Mm.
It was unfortunate oversight on my part, but I'm doing much better. And also, do we want the captain's quarters again? That was pretty nice.
I think
That
we're
bed was
fine
pretty
with
good.
normal rooms.
I'm sorry I broke your tools.
Get another set.
Here you go.
I'll hand him my set.
What?
Aw. Very kind of you.
You sure?
Yeah, but I'll need a new set. It's my only set.
I'll find you one.
Excellent.
Hey, how did you learn to turn into a gorilla?
I mean, my dad taught me.
It's pretty cool.
It is. It is.
How'd you learn to turn really big?
Dad had like a book, or he learned it from he didn't tell us the story. I mean, we're from north of here,
Right.
not very far away, to be perfectly honest. Grew up on the northern side of the lake. Dad knew some stuff. Simon found a book about it.
Mm.
So Dad could only turn big. He only had the one, but Simon found a book with more of it, and Simon taught me how to do it, and I took to it a little bit easier than Dad did, but it's very cute. Simon likes to take credit for it a lot.
I could see that in him. You didn't meet him, but
But he did. I mean, it is him. He taught me how. I wouldn't have been able to without him.
taught you how. However, also take credit that you were actually able to do it.
No, Simon's never really been a fighter. That's all right though. But no, it's pretty cool. There's different runes. Taught me how to speak giant. I don't know when that's ever gonna come in handy, but I know it if I need it.
I don't. I know Elvish though.
That's pretty cool.
It's a good language.
Is that what you guys
It's
were
pretty.
speaking earlier?
It
It
was.
was real lilty.
It's very pretty.
My mother taught me that language.
Friend taught me mine. She was half Elven, so not sure where she learned it.
Probably from the elf. Sorry.
Do we just sit here and shoot the shit for 3 hours while no messenger shows up?
Yes, you do.
Cool.
Guess what did you make of those papers?
Shipping manifests, but there was an encoded address in Old Town.
What's the address for?
Not exactly sure. Could be a drop spot where something's left. Could also be just a point of interest, something where something is. Obviously, someone didn't want that place to be found.
Do you think it's worth us looking at it?
At some point, absolutely.
If we're not in jail by. Sorry.
I hope blowing up that guy's house doesn't mean we've officially been put on the not trustworthy list by Sal. That'd kind of suck. We made headway today.
She doesn't have to know.
I have a feeling if he was connected to her, she's gonna find out.
I mean, did she ever say that he was her friend?
No.
Mhm.
She didn't.
Maybe she'll like that his house blew up.
She didn't say
That's
anything
possible.
about Mogdal.
No, but if Mogdal's connected to these people that she doesn't know much about, then those people that she doesn't know much about might not want to talk to us anymore.
So did you find anything at all besides the address that might tell you where he is?
Stuff for magic
The
rituals.
captain.
Oh, the captain himself? No, not necessarily where he would be.
Runrun said you found like shipping manifests like chalk and incense and diamond
Right.
dust. Was there anything else on it?
Weapons on.
Yeah, she said that too. Were there any other like spell components and stuff?
The only ones on there were the incense, the...
Those are what stuck out. I mean, there was a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was also just general supplies.
Oh, okay.
It's just normal stuff.
General supplies, but yeah, the primary spell components, or typically would be
Mm-hmm.
powdered diamonds, the incense, that kind of stuff.
Alright. We're praying for Cleric, but you know we're probably dealing with another necromancer, right?
God, they're fucking everywhere, aren't they?
I'm gonna keep praying for Cleric.
I don't mind necromancers. I'm very confident against them.
Yeah.
My shining light will destroy their evil every time.
It is pretty impressive.
You're a very bright person, Xavier.
So, we should probably go check on Cranthor, though. He seemed pretty upset considering...
Yeah, I heard him
Inside
yell
the room.
"Tortle."
I heard that too.
There's only
And then
one
I heard them
Tortle.
fall.
I did! Were those ball bearings you?
Of course.
That was perfect. Their legs were going all and then
Fuck,
you
it
like,
was so fun
"Bap."
on the streets as a kid. You just throw a bag down and watch them fall. And then,
I-
of course,
we
you'd watch
didn't-
them around the corner. And then, you know...
I mean, we played jacks, but Jesus. So you've always been a delinquent, is what I'm hearing.
See, that's why it was funny when I played the guard, right? You usually just slip me some coin and then I'd let you go, you know? I wasn't a good guard. Anyway, we should probably check on Cranthor.
Yeah, let's go check on Granthor.
Cranthor, how much of that bottle have you had?
All of it.
Would you kindly give me a constitution save?
Oh, what a drunk turtle.
That is a 15.
All right, you've managed to stay awake. But you're still pretty... You're faded. You're feeling good. And then there's a knock at the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cass will open it. Hi. He'll walk in. I imagine you both are with him, right? How you doing?
Better.
You're looking better.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a problem? They saw me.
Who did?
Someone.
I imagine we can take care of it.
No point worrying about it now. You just have a good night's rest.
Yeah, what's done is done. We'll figure it out.
There's lots of turtles.
I haven't seen any in the city.
We can have run one turn and do another turtle. Maybe I'll think that was that guy, and then she can just turn back into herself.
That's a good idea. I'm going to sleep now.
You look a little tired, yeah. Oh yeah, you polished off that bottle. Yeah, you're probably feeling pretty good.
I will buy you a new one.
Don't worry about it. If we hadn't set off that trap, then no one would have seen you, so sorry about that.
I was very worried when I saw the roof explode. I was about to finally use this thing. I hold up the portable ram that I got.
I forgot you had that.
I almost did as well.
We'll find a use for that.
One day, buddy.
Yeah.
Where do you even put it?
On my back, I said. With my hammer and my battle axe. And,
Porcupine, you could just like stick it on the back. You'd like, look, and like a porcupine, it sticks on there because it's sticky, or like you got it sticks through it or
Like
something. That's your back.
D&D equivalent of Velcro.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, again, sure that'll come in handy here soon.
No, you've got hooks back there, like wall hooks for like. Okay, sorry, for like coats and shit.
Command strips.
Someone ought to stay with him tonight.
I would be happy to, or if someone else prefers, or I guess if you prefer to have someone else.
I have no preference. Good night.
I mean, does the messenger want to come while we're sleeping?
No, he's just drunk as a skunk, and I don't want any surprises.
Cranthor draws completely into the shell.
I'm going upstairs to wait for the messenger just in case. A few more hours.
2 more hours?
I'll
Good.
sleep here, that's fine.
Alright. Castle head down with Xavier.
Yeah, I'll give it till midnight before I go to sleep, waiting on the messenger.
Okay. I will say that while there are patrons that come and go, and it does slow down, but even later on, there are still some last minute kind of entrance. No one directly approaches you.
Okay. Yeah, around midnight, if no one approaches, I'll go to sleep. I don't know what Cass is.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there's anyone that stands out to Cass?
Yeah.
That is a 15 on the die plus I think it's 6, so 21.
With a 21, toward the end of the night, probably around 11-ish, a couple of individuals walk in who are not the sailors who frequent this place. They're not exactly well dressed, but their clothes are fairly neat. And they kind of eye the place a little more differently. They look around, size different people up, and then they take a seat kind of at the other end, away from as many people as possible, order some drinks, and converse quietly amongst each other.
Do I pick up on anything that they're saying with that roll, or do I need to roll again?
You would need to be closer to them. They do sit across the bar.
I'll be right back. Put up. Castle, get up.
Unless you can read lips.
Cannot.
Alright.
Yeah.
You?
Again, put up, and we'll start to move a little bit closer to them. That's a 19 on the die, so that's a 30. It's a blend, basically. Just-
Yeah, they don't seem particularly aware of you.
And he wants to listen.
Sure. So you come up and kind of hush tones one each other. Yeah, town. The house broke on there? Yeah, I hear the guy's one. He's in with the, one of the Sheratyran. Someone's kicking a hornet's nest.
What was that name?
Sheratyran is what he said.
Sounds elvish.
Does that mean anything to cast? Okay.
One of the lords is making a move? That'd be fucking stupid. The whole town would try to lynch him. Well, whoever's doing it, they've either got something big planned or they're in over their head.
Castle just keep listening to them throughout the evening to see what else he can.
Yeah,
Pick up on.
they start they start talking about other stuff. With your knowledge of Thieves' Cant, you pick up that they start talking about dead drop locations that they visited throughout the day, and also some special shipments that they were overseeing, and that the last of an order that they had been fulfilling came in tonight.
He actually gets those dead drop locations.
A couple of them.
Okay. Any that match the one that was given in Old Town? Because Cass's thought was that it might have been a dead drop location.
Yes.
It is that same
Yes. One of them is.
While we're sitting here, could I have taken a short rest for this time period?
It would count as one. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Cass has been doing well. I guess while they were sitting and just talking,
Yeah, he was a long time.
he would have been able
Wouldn't
to.
do anything.
Yeah. But Cass will stay there for as long as they are there. Because again, not really wanting to move and draw attention to himself.
Yeah, they leave around midnight.
Okay. Cass would return to Xavier after that.
What was that about?
You saw a couple of guys a little bit nicer clothes. Happen to notice them?
Yeah.
So they mentioned one of the address actually.
The address that you mentioned earlier.
It's a dead drop location. So might be something we can at least go look at.
Like
Maybe
right,
find something
like
interesting.
right now.
Does Cass think they just went by it?
Kind of recently, like today.
I gotta be honest. After I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling well rested.
I love getting into trouble. I'm a little concerned though about causing too much trouble in one day.
What if what's there's gone?
So I'm wondering if one of them picked it up.
Have you ever heard that saying, "Cast fortune favors the bold"?
I have.
My dad used to tell me that.
Then what you're saying is we should go.
Should we wake up the other people in our group? Runwin, Etta, Trantor.
Cranthor, I'm a little concerned about just because he caused a whole bunch of attention earlier today, and sneaking around in the middle of the night does draw attention.
I mean, why are you scared? I get caught running away from people all the time.
Cranthor is not the stealthiest of us, unfortunately. But I don't like going without everyone else. Or at least discussing it with everyone else.
Let's wake them up.
Sounds good to me. So, we're gonna go bother everybody.
Okay. We will stop there for tonight. And just so I'm clear on
We're
where
gonna
we're
get
leaving
arrested.
off, you two are going specifically to Cranthor first.
I think actually, probably.
Are you guys all in
first.
3 different rooms at this
No,
point?
I'm in there with
Yeah,
Cranthor.
they're in the same room. Runwin's
Okay.
on her own.
We're just following Cass, he was going to wake up first.
Okay. Everyone.
He'd harass Runwin first.
Everyone who actually had a chance to fall asleep. So you did.
Yeah.
You're nearing a full rest. Those
Yeah.
matches are just gonna stop you.
Yeah, you've been asleep for like 5 hours now.
Well, she would have taken like a bath, then she would have done some like nail manicure.
It's part of your 2 hours of like downtime
Yeah,
vision sleeping.
I would have probably fallen asleep at like 10, closer to 10, or 9. You know what? 9.
Anybody who has fallen asleep,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna share a document with you.
Okay.
Oh. Oh no.
I love it. We're just gonna harass her.
You're gonna wake Runwin up, and it's gonna be bad.
Yep.
Share a
Gotta bring
document
coffee.
where?
We have a hot clue.
For what?
Shira Tyrion, which Cass hasn't told you about, but he plans to once everyone's together to be like.
Shiratin is just like a couple of like vowel sounds together with some consonants.
These 2 addresses match. This is a pretty juicy clue.
That was a pretty juicy clue.
For what?
A
This is a
potential
dead drop
box.
location.
For what? We're not the
We're
drug lord.
gonna
Like
find
We're going to become them.
We're gonna become this.
No, I think trying to find the captain to find
what do we care?
where he took the guy. We can trace this guy's steps.
Wait,
To be honest,
Aaron
Cass
just
was-
ran away.
I
He
don't,
wasn't taken.
I don't know. I think something bad happened to him on this trip.
I
We
think
don't
something.
know yet.
I think something bad happened to him on that trip.
I'm starting to
Probably
wonder.
over in the cave.
Well, if
I
we
think
find out
we're
where the
gonna go
captain
fight
took him, then we can figure
sea
that out.
monsters. I almost said tree monsters, but sea monsters. is
Yeah,
much
we
Tree
are-
monsters.
We're gonna
So
go fight
if the
ants.
3 of you will check your email/drives, I just shared a document
field.
Okay.
Weird.
We're just going around poking.
Harassing everyone, yes!
Yeah, right, exactly. We're just going around poking. Time to wake up.
After these happen, that your party members poking you can be what you want to.
Oh no, Cass wants to make sure he's got coffee before he touches it, before he just like bothers Ronwin.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's for the best.
He's got plenty of it.
I will still destroy you.
I mean,
But yeah, that was fun.
Cass is squishy, so I am actually gonna roll hit die though for that short rest.
Alrighty then. That's not great.
Are we still live?
Yeah, you're not dead.
No. Are we
Oh,
still
she
live?
Oh,
Sign off.
You're not dead.
What?
Y'all haven't said bye to your audience yet.
Oh.
We're still streaming this.
Oh, yeah.
well, hey everybody, we're wrapping it up. Thank you for hanging in there.
But I want to know what their dreams are!
Everyone gets their own thing.
You'll
They
find
can
out.
share it if they want to.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess we haven't slept yet.
Exactly. Have a good night.
Good night.
I don't want to know what the dream is.